We're gonna tell him hi from the stream.
Yeah.
I don't know how interesting
Meanwhile,
it'll be, but
That'll be
it'll be
very
fine.
interesting.
Let him donate a little bit
He,
to
he,
the stream.
I don't know if we can,
And then
get that,
Lou would be totally surprised, like, what?
but
First
Lou,
time
like,
that ever
Star
happened.
Quest for everybody.
yeah, I don't really pay attention to the chats, so
I don't think he'll be chatting. He's just watching.
Hmm.
But
do we have everyone here
You-
today? I think so.
At least if no one unexpectedly misses. Lou, I had one question. During last level up, when I leveled up to level 7,
I will be right back.
I forgot that I could change one of my... I could not only have an additional maneuver, I could also change one of previous ones. And I totally forgot about that and didn't do this. Could I do it right now?
When did we level up? I guess it was
I could
only.
find.
It was like 2 months ago, huh?
It was pretty long time ago. I started going through stats. If not, then I maybe will do it on next level up. If you if you think in the middle of a level, it's not really a good idea. I just wanted to
Well,
change one of my maneuvers, which I didn't on level 7.
do you get to change those every level up, or is it like one every 3
No,
levels up?
only when I get a new maneuver, I can also change one additional one. And this was level 7 when I have chosen new maneuver, but I didn't notice that I can also change an existing one.
Which one
And I
did
did.
you want to swap out?
I wanted to swap Goading Strike for something else.
What were you swapping it for?
I was thinking Disarm.
Disarm?
Mhm.
Yeah, sure. If you want to switch those around, that's fine.
I'll do that because I would have done that. I just totally forgot that there was an option.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Do we have like a little thing for the crystal that allows me to summon Ignatius?
I don't
A
think
little
so.
thing like what?
Like a magic item description?
Ah,
I don't know. You could look in the magical items section. I'm not sure if we made one for that.
I just was wondering. I think I recall it being attunement. I just want to make sure it was. Okay, I gotta use the bathroom before we start. I'll be right back.
Hey, Gabe.
Hello. Is anyone not showing up today? Or are they all late or something?
I assume people are just running late.
Patchwork is running late. Others, hopefully. Nothing in attendance.
Hello?
Hey, Crinkle, my man. And he's gone. He just said, like, fuck that. Turned off.
There he is. Back again.
I'm back again.
Hello.
Hey, I thought you just saw I'm online and decided to bolt.
Took off right away.
Exactly. How's
Game?
life?
Great guys. Got engaged.
Oh,
Hmm.
congrats.
Thanks. I'm an adult now.
Not yet. But this is cool. When is the wedding?
Oh, we haven't even thought about it really. That's not what I have to worry about.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's how it works. Is anyone here married other than me?
Um,
No, probably not.
no, I'm not.
You're the only lucky one.
There you go.
Yeah, I've been
all
on
us,
it.
all us poor souls.
Been married for 20 years already, so
That's good.
Dang.
And any advice, Josh? Boy,
uh,
what do you
how
got?
to say, just know when to shut up.
Oh yeah.
Just know when to shut up and nod. That's it.
Makes sense.
Hello.
Neil, hey.
Hello.
So only Patchwork is missing. But we're gonna have a full party today, so that's
Nice.
cool.
Fixed it. Immediately.
That's weird.
What's weird?
My phone did something weird.
Hmm. Are you using your phone for Discord?
Yeah, I always use my phone for Discord.
Oh, interesting.
I'm back. How's everybody?
All good.
Great.
Waiting for Patchwork.
By the way,
Grim-
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, just Grinkle said everyone he got engaged.
Are you serious?
Yeah, brother.
Dude, congratulations. That's so cool.
Thanks, man.
Wow, that is awesome, man. Congratulations. Really happy
Thank
for
you. Thanks. Now everything in life is better.
We need Nil to cast ceremony on you now.
Nil hasn't
Oh.
cast a spell on me since episode 1.
That is a lie, but fine.
Not even. He hasn't even thought about it either. He said.
You haven't even blessed his marriage yet. That's messed
Yeah.
up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Will-
glad you said
that, man.
ceremony because, like,
Will-
I didn't hear what the thing, and in my head it was two things: either he's having a baby or he's getting married. And I was like, I don't know what I can do to help with the second.
Nil can't deliver children? What? What kind of priest is he?
Wow.
Shots fired.
I was
I'm
going
pretty sure.
to- Oh,
I'm pretty
sorry,
sure
go on.
Patchwork can deliver babies. I think. I should probably.
Has some sort of like a like
Yeah, like-
I mean, Crinkle will give it a go. Jack of
medical
all trades.
programming.
I do have
Yeah.
medicine knowledge.
Exactly. So you probably have some kind of a tool in your fingers, like a spatula or whatever they
Oh
have.
God, no. God,
She's-
no.
A chainsaw.
She's gonna be like, "Where's its divine crystal to like give it radiant life?"
Oh,
Alright.
exactly.
Well, we have everyone
Sorry.
here, it looks like.
This one is defective.
So, Robert, you are up for scribe if you are willing to do it.
I would really love to, but I would like to try to pass it to someone else. I'm just really, really tired today. Just had a very hard day at work. I would rather not do it if anyone want to take my turn.
Alright. Grinkle, you would be next if you want to take it.
I would love to.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, Grinkle is scribe.
20 bucks.
It looks like Calroon, you are the previous journal keeper. Would you like to
Yep.
give us a recap of the events of last time, please?
Yeah, of course. So the party went to talk to the construct about the ghosts that went into the vault, and we found out that the construct had no ill will towards the spirits that entered. After the party went back to the cave where we originally found all the demons, there was nothing of interest there other than a broken portal to the demon realm. Once we finished looking through the cave, we decided to send Calroon through the cave in order to make connection with Demi in the halls of Tarsus. Though it didn't go as we first planned, we managed to break the force field guarding a dwarf at the entrance of the halls of Tarsus, and we managed to get his ring to bypass Demi. Once we got the ring, I'm sorry. Once we got the ring and tried to talk to Demi, it instead ended up talking with the original owner of the ring, Targan Cursed. After talking with him, he gave us access to the rest of the halls of Tarsus, where we then entered the vault and we found people hired by Blackwater to investigate the area and take the treasure the party found. And that we ended on talking about negotiations with the Blackwater people.
Alright, yeah, that's pretty much where we were. The items had kind of been, or were being collected to all be brought back to Blackwater and discuss, like, who's going to get what. And that's kind of where we left off. So, it was the... let's see. Yeah, it was the 30th of fall at 3 p.m. So the items that were collected, I think, are in chat.
Oh, yeah.
Though I
Yes,
think
I'll
you
read them out.
identified most of them.
Yes,
We
just
did.
remember there's also a it's a little bit further up in the chat, just like a little bit, but there's a short bow +1 in there as well.
Yeah, I have that
Oh.
on the list. I think I just didn't have the gold pieces.
Yeah, so we got
Yeah.
a short bow +1, 32,000 gold, a mariner's breastplate with +1 AC masterwork, some art things, some potions that I don't think we did, and a wand of fireworks. And what was the glass orb? Oh, a drift globe
Yeah.
was what was
And
in here.
We were going to take the time to identify those potions. We just decided to do it this session instead of last session. So maybe we should do that
Yeah,
now.
also I can do that because I have both herbalism and alchemy proficiency.
Okay, awesome.
All right.
Cool.
Well, so the captain guy who's there is gonna say, I believe we have some alchemists back in the mansion who could also identify them. If we want to just
I
get
can
moving.
identify them. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, but we could do it right now if we want, since we're
We're in
getting
a
an
weird,
inventory.
awkward standoff as well.
Yeah, just for context, I basically I blew cover because Aara was essentially trying to pocket the items, and I did not realize what she was doing. I thought she was trying to steal them for herself. So, like an asshole, I kind of just called her out in front of everybody, even though she was trying to
Ooh.
basically pocket them for our party, not for herself. And I basically like blew her cover, so I kind of messed up a little bit.
Yeah, and we need to go discuss splitting up all this stuff with Blackwater.
Yeah. Now Blackwater's basically got like a 50% or more stake in like all the treasure we found, because we've got a
In
little
this room.
army out here that's like basically saying like Blackwater told us to get all this treasure. So
Okay, so all this stuff was collected.
Did we have long rest during last session, or was it?
yeah,
I
No,
Well,
believe
during
and-
last.
so. Let me see.
I just want to know
No, we
if
didn't.
my.
No, we didn't. It was
Okay,
just-
then my temp HP is still on me then. Okay.
yeah. So, are you guys gonna like challenge them taking the stuff and heading out, or were you just going along?
Well, we were gonna send Grinkle
By
up.
the way, are
uh,
they cleared like to access the vault, or is that only us?
No, it's
That's
only
only us.
us.
yeah, they can't
Because
come take the treasure. We
why
have to
didn't
bring
you-
it to them.
Yeah.
But they were here by the time we got into the vault. Like they're like waiting. They're like,
Yeah, but we found it first, and we claimed it. Why are they now demanding that we take that to Blackwater?
they're basically saying, "Oh, Blackwater told us to take all this treasure, and you're kind of working for Blackwater. So like, if you don't let us have it, we're obviously gonna report it to Blackwater."
And he technically has ownership of the halls of Tarsus.
Yeah,
That's
technically,
stupid. Well, whatever.
technically, this is his. I mean, it's a loose ownership because that all this stuff was infested with
Oh, He has a claim
undead.
over it.
But yeah, like in writing, he discovered this place. So
Yeah,
And you
but
guys
we
are-
did get another bag of holding that we had too.
Well, it's got all the gold in it right now, and that's
Well,
probably
yeah.
also like up for like a, argument whether
Oh, yeah, I
it's
forgot
ours
the
or
bag
not.
of
We're
holding.
basically
I
we
don't
want to
know.
send
Oh, no,
we
I
want
know
to
that,
send
yeah.
Grinkle to negotiate the treasure like deal. We want the short bow, probably the potions,
Um,
and like a hefty amount of the gold, but we don't care
What
about the
about-
wand, the glass
What
orb.
about the breastplate? What about the breastplate? Did we identify that?
Yeah,
We
it's
did.
the Marina's breastplate, medium armor, plus masterwork, plus 1 AC.
Okay.
We determined that nobody here would really want that. I think it was pretty clear that everybody's AC is
Yeah.
higher with what they have.
Sure.
So we basically what we want to get out of the deal is we want a hefty amount of the gold, the short bow, probably the potions, and I think that's all we care about. Like the wand is like not
and-
really that important. The glass
What
orb
I'm
is
so
what
sorry,
wand
this is
was
from
what,
who?
what was
This
the
is from
what was the
who
Blackwater?
in
wand?
this group? Sorry, who in this group is good at persuasion and negotiating?
Grinkle.
Me. But
Um,
this is Blackwater we're talking to, sorry?
Yeah.
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 Well, not
and
yet.
We want...
We're gonna bring it. To
No,
you.
I know. Yeah. Short bow,
because
potions.
I'm all right at persuasion, but I can cast enhance ability. Its ability check is that a
Yeah, should work.
would enhance ability work on persuasion? Is my question.
Let's
It
check.
would, though, using such spells for that purpose of like negotiations is considered a little taboo if you get caught
Yeah, that's
magically.
why I'm
For those in
hesitating
the
also.
know about magic, like when Blackwater probably is like if he is aware that you're
Yeah.
doing that, he might be a little annoyed.
That's the danger of it.
Like it's almost like you would be trying to like a light form of like magic manipulating.
Yeah, I
him.
mean that's the thing. It is sort of magic manipulation, even though you are enhancing
Mm-hmm.
your skills. It's like basically
That's the
making the
magic equivalent of roofies.
like
Well, I was going to say doping.
persuasive doping for negotiation purposes. That said,
Yeah.
it really depends on if he's looking or if he, has someone detecting magic. I mean, it really depends on the situation. But just as a magic user and someone who has that spell, you would know a little bit about the social expectations behind it.
Yeah, okay, I'm not going to do that then.
So,
We can send the both of you up.
But-
you can go give Blackwater the
But
measurement.
yeah,
and
you
let them
can
do it.
you could kind of help each other. But what we can actually do, because no one can take it other than us, right? Blackwater cannot claim the treasure, so we have a very
technically,
good
yes.
bargaining
Well,
chip.
unless they're going to try to kill the golem, which
Yeah.
so
No,
far they
that's not
haven't.
going to happen. So we have a
Not
very
gonna
good
happen.
position here. We have a very good position here. Just tell him, hey, come on, we want 66%. We'll give you 33%, and a short ball we will take, and the rest will split, or something like that. I think you can kind of argue pretty
Yeah,
good deal.
And the
because
reason we're
we found
debating
this,
is
we got access to this. We
We
get
bled.
first pick and he gets the rest. Like we only take what we actually want and he gets the rest.
Yeah, and the money we
Something.
split like
and
60,
it's
40.
supposed to go to him, but because we did all the work, we want it. Is that what the angle is?
Yes, or we want most of it at least, because like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't care
66.
about the art objects. The wand isn't worth anything. It was like a very like not important spell that the wand casts.
It
It's
was
like
a flagon. Or the.
Yeah, like a flare gun, yeah.
Fireworks.
The drift globe is just more light. So like we basically are like, hey, if he wants it and he's gonna make a fuss about it, let's give him like the art objects, the breastplate, the wand, the glass orb. That stuff's all worth money. But let's try to get at least most of the gold and the short bow and the potions, which is stuff that we can use.
Yeah.
That's kind of I think what we're going for.
Oh, I would say if for some reason we have trouble convincing him, like the worst deal I would go for is 50-50 on money, and we'll still get a short bow and potions.
Yep, I think that's
Something
like
I think like it is
very
like we
reasonable.
try to get most of the money and short bow and potions, and if not, then maybe money 50-50.
So
I
the
think we can do.
captain would kind of would call in and say, "Are we moving the stuff out of the vault? What's going on? We should get this stuff to Blackwater so we can get it appraised and split."
Oh, and I should mention, I believe that we calculated the weight of the gold, and it's too much to all fit in the bag, or is it not?
I believe it's too much because the bag can
Yeah.
carry 500 pounds, and it was more than that by a couple hundred.
So we
I
couldn't
can
walk out with
carry-
all of it either.
I can
Well,
carry about maybe
With-
30 more pounds.
Yeah, I mean, their people would have no problem carrying all the gold and stuff. They have a
How
couple
much?
of people.
How much too much gold do we have?
Can we calculate that?
How much? Too much?
Oh,
Like how much? How much
I
over
didn't
the
know
weight
how
limit?
else to say it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
No, it
missing
worked.
words.
I knew exactly what you were asking.
So let's see.
But we're not supposed. Let's not bring it to Blackwater and then negotiate. Let's negotiate and then bring.
You're gonna have to
Right.
give them a satisfying answer.
So
They
the
might try to
gold
kill the
weighs
golem.
640 pounds.
That's
All 32,000 coins is 640.
So
pounds.
140 over it.
Yeah.
I can carry 30 of that.
Well, they can. It depends if we're gonna try to like just take it away from them, but like if we're letting them take it to Blackwater. Yeah, if we're letting them take it, then we don't have to worry about how it gets to him. Yeah.
Honestly, I say we just let the people carry it and we just walk with them.
Oh,
But if we carry, if we give it to him, like honestly, like what reason does he have to give us even half?
And
Because
I
we're
think we
useful
just
and he
look at
needs
it
us still.
first.
We
Yeah.
could
Well,
say
that's-
hey, we're gonna go to him and negotiate before we take the treasure out of the
Exactly.
vault. If you guys want to say that.
That's what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Because otherwise, it's really stupid. I think. Just go give him everything and then start negotiating for him to give us more than half. Like what? He already has 100%. Why would he give us more than that?
Well, he does need us for his next venture.
Yeah, he still needs us.
It's the only reason I could see him honoring his part of the deal. I mean, I don't trust nobles either, but yeah, according to what he said, he wants your guys' cooperation for whatever he has planned next.
Well,
That would be Carter talking, by the way.
I imagine ARS
well,
still looks pissed, doesn't she?
we know what of the
She's
treasure we
crossing
want.
her arms,
We go to
staring
him and tell him
daggers at
that.
you.
Yeah, I sort of like rub the back of my neck, like whisper to Robert, I'm gonna need to give her a pretty hefty apology after this.
Hmm.
So the
Well.
captain. So wait, what are you saying to the captain? He's like, why don't you start bringing the gold out so we can get it cataloged and moved?
We're gonna hold
I
on
think
to
we
it for
should
now.
just. I think we should just go.
We're gonna leave it
Yeah.
in the vault.
He says, what do you mean leave
We're-
it
we're
in the
gonna-
vault?
That's if we leave it in the vault.
That's what we need.
I think that won't be good for our relationship with
He says,
Blackwater. I think that will just.
Hey, I hear you
Why?
talking in there. What's going on? You leaving it in the vault? Why don't we just bring it back to Blackwater? The captain says again.
Not all of. We're discussing who
It's
carries what,
cursed.
and
It's because it's cursed, okay? And we don't want anyone to get hurt, so we're just gonna hold on to it.
Give me a
We've dealt with this
deception.
many times.
oh no.
I rolled 20, still not opening. Sorry, it's been loading this whole time. My bad. It's coming.
Yeah, I was trying to do this last week with +0. It wasn't great. He wasn't having any of it.
Sorry, I didn't know it wasn't open. Excuse me. Well, luckily here it's opening. My deception's a little better.
Better than 0? No way.
A little. Here.
This is cursed. You didn't say anything
Yeah.
about being cursed before.
Of the ghost of Jubilee.
What? Give me another
Yeah,
deception
no,
check
even
at
heard of that. You don't want
disadvantage.
to deal with anything going on here.
So give me
What'd you
another
say?
deception check at
Oh,
disadvantage. You sound like you just
shit.
made that name up.
What did my first deception get me? There you go. 1. And I don't know how to do. What's it? 11.
He says,
That's
well,
the minimum you can roll.
what needs to be done to deal with this curse? How are we going to get the gold out of the vault?
Well, we have to go talk to Blackwater first, and then we can do it.
What's
I have
that?
removed curse. I can do the ritual. It'll take a little bit, like, so it may be worth going ahead and talking about it now.
Yeah.
Says, well, how long is a little bit? How long do we need to get the curse off?
Well, the longer you keep asking questions, the longer it's going to take.
Give me a persuasion. He says, look, I'm trying to figure out the situation. You didn't say anything about a curse. I thought we were moving the gold, and now suddenly the gold's cursed. So this is very
It's time to
strange.
tell nobody that there's a curse on the gold we got. Every other pile of gold we got's got a curse, okay?
Says, well,
this is how we work as adventurers.
We're trying to move the treasure. What do you...
We're just gonna leave it for a little. It's all...
Give me another persuasion.
You guys are just watching me like haggle with this guy.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Ask to talk to a supervisor.
Hey,
Oh my God.
okay.
He says, how long do you need to get the curse off?
That's kind of Nils area. Not long. How close? Like in, I don't know, the game. How long does it take us to get to Blackwater and back? Like if I say 10 minutes, is that like?
It would be like in about an hour probably with all the stuff.
Fuck,
you have
we
to
just
move.
need it. We just need an hour. He's gonna work on it. We're gonna go back, talk to the big man, come back. Okay? Cool, Jet. We're in this together.
He says, "All right. Well, if the treasure's staying here, fine. Go. If you want to go talk to Blackwater by yourselves, then just go do what you're gonna do. It feels like a waste of time, though."
You know, I was talking to Blackwater. He said you had a lot of potential. So, you know, keep it up.
Give me a deception.
No problem. No problem. Oh,
He just kind of
yeah.
sighs and is like, "All right. Well, like I
Yeah.
said, if you need to go speak with him, I guess just hurry up and go and get your guy on
Well,
the curse.
we will.
Whatever needs to be done."
Neil,
Cool.
you stay
Thank you,
here
sir.
and work on the curse, and
Yeah.
me, Patchwork, and Grinkle at least. Maybe whoever else wants to come, we'll go talk to Blackwater. How about that?
Help me, Calvary.
I will stay and I will.
Pretend to
Guide
do a
him.
curse.
Yeah.
Yes.
The guy starts saying some like bullshit incantations.
I start drawing like a bullshit magic circle.
Just,
I get my
just make
candles
sure
out.
you, just make sure
Super
you
fake looking.
remove the evidence afterwards, maybe.
All right. So 3 of you are going. You said.
I think so.
Guys, Robert will stay with guys here. I don't feel comfortable leaving them. I think they will be in more like you'll get it. I do you mind if I stay with our guys here and protect them?
No,
Or
that's
do you
fine.
want
with
me
Nil,
with
with,
you?
well, I think Nil is staying to do the ritual. Wink, I wink at Rob. I wink at Rob.
Yes. I'm not stupid. I understand.
Okay, then me,
I didn't
Grinkle,
say it.
and Patchwork will go, and you, the
Alright.
rest of you stay. We'll be
Those
back
of
shortly.
you who are going, go ahead and exit the vault.
All right. Do you want me to delete my token or just take it out of the vault?
Just
I'm
start
not
walking
even
down the
there.
hall.
Not sure where I am. Is this me? My screen's black.
Oh, hang on. Let me grab. Anyone else need their token on the board?
Oh, I just gotta drag it on.
I don't know if I
can
am
drag
on the
you
board.
Hang on a sec.
Was this guy here last time? I don't remember. Did they bring him in?
He was the spellcaster who was with them. Alright,
Oh, to like help with. Gotcha.
Alright, so Grinkle. Oh, wrong place. So Grinkle, Kaladin, and who is the third one who's coming?
Patchwork.
Me.
Alright, so yeah, you 3 go ahead and exit the vault. And as you turn the corner up here,
Great.
I need your people though, because there's only one of you right now.
Everybody up by this corner, I think.
Again, my. Hold on, I need to
drag
pull
your
my
token out.
token.
Hang on.
Yep.
So as you turn the corner up here, you would see a familiar face.
No.
The muscular individual is kind of leaning up against the wall over the body of the demon. He says, there you guys are. So, having some problems with Blackwater's people over there?
Yes.
Oh.
What are you doing here? You know, if they find you here, you're probably gonna get attacked, right?
She says, well, we've been watching them for a while. I mean, we knew about this vault before you guys did. We've had our scouts in this area. We were actually trying to figure out a good way to deal with the locks and traps and everything. Although, you guys beat us to the punch.
Yeah, but we just ran into them mostly.
That's
Says,
true.
Look, there's probably a lot of good stuff in that vault. And this is a dangerous area. So, you know, maybe Blackwater's people just mysteriously disappeared and the treasure kind of was never there. I mean, you know.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, can you
Could be.
explain it more?
Oh yeah, sure. So we kill them, we get rid of their bodies, and then we take all the treasure.
And this
I
is
will
a
tell
good
to
plan
do
for you.
that.
Huh?
This is a good plan.
Says yeah. We get a bunch of money. We don't have to deal with Blackwater's people. I mean, he has plenty
All
of
I
right.
money.
like how you keep saying
Go ahead,
we,
man.
Nil.
Go start. We'll
Don't
follow right
just
behind you.
start saying Neil. It's different. Neil. Don't lump me in with it.
He says, "Look, I got some people. I can get them. We come in and we take them out. It's pretty simple. I'm not going in alone,
We're
but I have people."
Neil, were you not? Was the Blood Hand not serious about this potential alliance with Blackwater? You really want to make a move like this and totally shatter any sort of chance of that happening?
Says, "Well, I mean, he wouldn't know what happened. His guys would have just disappeared. He's already lost people down
That's
here.
that's very suspicious.
what? We're
Maybe.
just here, okay, and all 6 of us, and nothing.
Oh, I mean, did they tell him that they found you guys, or did they just come here and watch the vault? Because my scouts said they haven't left yet since they found it."
They haven't, but they do have a spellcaster. There's a chance that they're
There's
communicating.
magic in this world, man. Do you know that?
Give me a persuasion check.
What's this guy's name again?
Neil, I
Neil?
think.
What a terrible name.
Do we get multiple persuasion checks
Jesus.
since multiple of us are
Up
talking?
to 2 of you can make persuasion checks.
Well,
What should I do?
I did tell him I wouldn't help do that plan. I
Oh.
don't
You
know
can-
if I should.
I can roll it if you want.
We won't.
Doesn't
My
matter.
persuasion is +2.
Alright,
Yeah, mine's -1,
so
but that's what I got.
he says, I mean, they do have a spellcaster, but not all spellcasters have magical communication. I mean, did you ask him?
No, but let's be honest, he's probably not going to tell us. I think they're pretty standoffish right now. That's besides the point. Me personally, I know they work for Blackwater, and I don't necessarily have any moral problems crossing Blackwater, but I think there's people in there that are just trying to support their families. I'm not going to kill them just because they're in our way. They don't deserve that.
Well, you're no fun. He says, I mean, I don't like killing them, but there's a lot of money up for grabs, I assume. Right?
Yeah, of course you'd say
Yeah.
that because this only benefits you.
He says, well, I mean, it's generally how it works. Alright, look, so you want to bring the money to Blackwater then and let him decide how it gets split.
We're going to negotiate before we bring him the treasure. That's what we're going to do right now.
He says, well, you know, since my people have a stake down here, I think it's only fair that we also get a split of it. If we're not going to do this the hard way or the easy way.
Is that a threat?
Says, I didn't say a threat. I just said what I felt was fair.
Oh, we don't
Well, it's
agree.
not
to
gonna
that,
happen.
fair.
Wouldn't
gonna
it
happen,
be fair
Neil.
that we get the treasure because we got through the traps and negotiated with the construct?
He says, well, yeah, I mean, you guys, I would be down for giving you guys a bigger split. That's completely fair. But, you know, this is still kind of, at least partially our territory. We have people down here, and we've been keeping an eye on the place, fighting off some of the undead. So I think it's only fair we get some treasure to cover maybe a little bit of our losses from people that we lost in the tunnels.
Yeah, well, you
Well-
know what, Neil? Life's not all fair sometimes, okay? So we're just gonna hold on to this gold for now. And we'll come back and talk to you later if we feel differently, okay?
He says, how about if you guys are going to talk to Blackwater, I just come with you, and we can all discuss this with him.
That's what I was going to suggest.
Sure.
He says, if we're supposedly in an alliance, I'm assuming he'll be fine with having me over to chat.
If everyone has a claim on this, then it would be fair to discuss this with all parties involved.
He nods and he says,
Neil doesn't have a claim. He's just saying he has a claim.
"Says I do have a
No,
claim. I just told
he
you
said
why."
he said the Bloodhound discovered the vault but couldn't get inside, so they were, in theory, either the Bloodhound or Blackwater were here first, and we just were the ones that opened it, I guess. So
He can
yes,
come. I just don't
we-
think he has any say in this.
I
Well,
think we have
let's
some
go talk.
right to
There's no
some of the
harm.
treasure
we'll go
because
talk.
we were the ones who got the treasure in the end, but we weren't
exactly.
the first to find it.
Alright. So he's gonna come with you guys. He says, "Normally I wouldn't trust Blackwater, but you guys, you seem to be really upstanding people. So I'm assuming you're gonna keep him from killing me, right?
I won't let him
I'll
kill
do
you,
my best.
I appreciate that.
No promises.
even though you just suggested that we kill the men in the vault.
Hey, we were just talking, just a conversation. I wanted to see where your morals were. Maybe I was testing you, fellow no-shirt guy." He gives you a wink.
Well, now you know where
We
I
don't think-
stand.
Says,
We don't
"Yeah."
think-
And just so you know, us people that don't wear shirts have a reputation to uphold. And that
Says-
includes not killing innocent men, unless we absolutely have to.
Says, "No, I got you, bud. I got you." And he kind of just walks up this way. Alright.
Alright, I'll walk with him.
So you are traveling with Neil to go see Blackwater. Okay. So as you're walking through the tunnels, he says, "You know, Blackwater has done some shifty stuff. Are you sure we can trust him in this alliance?"
We don't know,
It's-
honestly.
He says, "That's kind of where Cithril and I are at too."
That's less persuasive. It's kind of less persuasive coming from someone from the
Criminals?
Bloodhound. To be
Yeah.
fair, I
says,
mean, I
"Well,"
don't fully trust. I don't fully trust anyone. I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt until something happens.
he says,
Agree with you.
our breaking of the law is, I guess, could give some the impression that we're untrustworthy. But I mean, we never agreed to follow all the laws that were imposed on us. Now, those things we do agree to, we are steadfast in. We don't betray our friends."
So there is some level of honor among thieves, is that what you're telling me?
Says, "Well, it depends on the person, and that's kind of where a lot of the Bloodhand stand. You know, we'll give respect when we feel like it's earned, but I mean, we're not just going to trust anyone. I certainly don't trust Blackwater or a lot of the government or courts that end up oppressing a lot of us."
But that?
Well, if you want my opinion on it, in the way I see it, both Blackwater and the Bloodhand both are significantly powerful parties. And since you're the people who are in power, you're who we have to deal with. So I'm going to try my best to deal with both of you guys without causing a conflict.
Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Alright. That's terrible.
Says, "Well, it's some solid reasoning, I'll say that. And I just hope that if Blackwater does get a little shady, that the Starry Knights have our backs." That's all
Like
I'm
I
saying.
said, if we're going to his
Again,
estate, I won't
okay.
let him kill you. That'll be
Benefit of the
clean.
doubt.
Says, "Well,
I'll try.
based on the answer you gave me, I believe you. Seem like upstanding folks." All right, so you
If the party had agreed on going through with your suggestion, I would have left. To be completely honest, I don't do that.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not those kind of people.
I don't think Kaladin does that either, so I don't think he would ever.
Sometimes we
Yeah.
just say it so we get what we want. Sometimes we lie. A lot.
Sometimes Grinkle lies.
Speak for
Sometimes I lie a
yourself.
lot. Sometimes we as a team lie a lot.
He's dragging us all in it.
As a big team,
Well, if you're lying, I don't want to call you out for it because that'll just make things worse. I just have to sit there and listen.
I appreciate that.
Neil says, "Well, I will say, all those people that are working for Blackwater are mercenaries. They're soldiers. They probably killed people without necessarily questioning why. So, I think
I mean, we do that.
he
We do that too. So
says, I don't know if you want to shed tears for having to kill those people, because I'm sure that they have done things that are morally questionable, as many of us have in this world. Just saying." Like I said, you guys seem like an interesting crew. He
Yeah, but
says,
just because someone could have done something doesn't justify like doing the same.
well, when one has resources, it's a lot easier to stay to good behavior. He says, but enough of this moral stuff. We're almost at the tunnel. Enough of these ethics or whatever. All right, so
Moral quandaries.
moral quandaries. So you approach the entrance. Some of the mercenaries are surprised. They say, "Who's this guy?" Pointing at Neil. He says, "I'm here with the group." They look at you like, "You know this guy? Isn't this one of the?"
Yep.
And one of the guys says, "Isn't this one of the Bloodhand? It's that guy without the shirt in the bar, one of their lieutenants." He says, "Man, I really should put a shirt on sometimes."
Well, speak for yourself, Neil.
it's bad for your
You're
skin.
with us, but
He says,
we're not
"Yeah,
gonna.
I'm with them. I'm here to negotiate for stuff." And
That's
the
right.
mercenary would
Yeah.
say, "I think we should take him into custody, lock him up." He says, "Whoa, I'm here with them. We're supposed to be allies, right?" Are you gonna say anything,
This is for
Wrinkle or Cal?
I'm
I'll say
I'm
we did bring him here on good terms. Now
yes, he asked
if
to
he's done
come with
some
us to
egregiously,
negotiate.
yeah, if he's done some very bad thing and he's like wanted here, then I guess you can have him. But otherwise, he's with us for now.
Oh well, hold on. We're trying
I'm-
to remember. We're trying to
I-
build.
Oh, that's
I
right.
would
That's
say Blackwater had been open to the idea of an alliance with Neil. We're trying to further that alliance. We need to talk to him.
All right, give me a persuasion check. Up to 2 of you.
Can I help?
Yeah, Grinkle and Patchwork.
Wow.
Yeah, no.
Terrible rolls.
So he thinks a moment, looks at Neil, and says,
1, a 2, and
"All
2
right,
3s.
well, we'll see what Blackwater has to say, but
Yeah.
keeping an eye on you, buddy." And he's like, "Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I mean, how could you not with this chest?" Flexes his
Okay.
pecs at the guy, and the guy
I-
just is like, "Oh my god."
That's
I
sick.
would like to maybe stick a bit closer to Neil, just to be in the way in case someone tries something in any way, like if Neil tries something or someone else tries something.
All right, so you
Kind
head-
of
yeah.
blocking any attempts from anyone.
All right, so you're kind of keeping, not necessarily protecting him, but at least being ready if something were to happen. So you head upstairs, go over to Blackwater's office.
To discourage something. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
As you all enter, he seems a bit surprised. He says, "Neil, what are you doing here?" He says, "I'm here to negotiate along with my friends." He raises an eyebrow and says, "Negotiate what, per se? I thought this alliance was already on." And then Neil, kind of, is about to say something, but then remembers his persuasion isn't great and is going to look at Grinkle.
So you know about
Hey.
that vault down? Sorry.
He says, "I'm aware of the. I assume you're talking about the vault that was discovered. Yes, I'm aware of it. I was
Well,
expecting
Blackwater,
it."
you'll be happy to know
Hmm.
you hired the right guys, okay? Because we got it done.
Says, "Oh, is the treasure here? Are we cataloging it?"
It's
Oh, hold on.
it's cursed. No, I'm not.
we
I don't say
we
that.
we
I
we
don't say that.
believe we believe it's only fair that since your men were not able to open the vault, we opened the vault. We disabled the traps. Over a very difficult process, unlocked the very intricate locks, and were able to negotiate with the protective golem inside, which, by the way, your men still cannot do, even though they can walk through the vault now.
All right.
We believe that we're entitled to a cut of the treasure.
Yes, I mean, I was going to offer you a cut. It seems only fair that you did a lot of the footwork. Why
Well,
didn't
great
you?
minds think alike, Blackwater, and we also agree on this.
Says, why didn't you just bring the treasure and we could have negotiated?
There's a lot of thieves and enemies around, you know, so we just want to make sure it's safe before we bring it over.
Also,
Says,
it appears that some of it might be cursed, so the rest of our group stayed behind to solve that problem.
Yes.
Neil says, yeah, and the Blood Hand are keeping an eye out just in case any undead show up, so we're helping defend the area. Again, Blackwater kind of raises an eyebrow at him and says, well, that's helpful of you. So, forgive me, why is Neil here exactly?
Neil, good chance to speak, my friend.
It's like, oh, well, I mean, you know, those are our tunnels too, Blackwater, and I think the Blood Hand should have a split as well. Blackwater says, absolutely not. You were on your side of the halls. The halls of Tarsus were my territory. This treasure is to be split between myself and the Starry Knights. And he says, that's bullshit. We helped clear a bunch of the undead, helped keep that place safe. It should be, I mean, we've taken losses too. And he says, it's not my problem. I didn't hire you to do any such thing. Are you saying
That's
anything?
tough,
Great?
Neil. I said that's tough, man. I mean, you made your case, you know?
So he says, look, I know that
Okay,
you...
I say, you know, Blackwater, in the spirit of happiness and everyone working together here, I agree with Neil that he helped out a lot down there, and to further prosper our relationship, we would love to give him a little bit of our portion, and then hoping you give him just a little bit of yours, and then everyone's happy.
Give me a persuasion.
And
Mr.
I was about to
Blackwater.
say that the Blood Hand did discover the vault through their own efforts, so they kind of have some claim to it too, I guess.
He says, yeah, our scouts
Can
were
I-
watching that
Can I also
vault
can
before
I
your
also
people.
roll?
Yeah, sure.
Come on.
Oh,
Hey,
nice rolls.
that's better.
Together. Let's go, Patchwork. Let's go.
He says, I suppose in the spirit of cooperation, maybe a little bit of a split might be worth doing. However, if you wish to give them some of your split, that's fine, but I'm going to be keeping my portion.
We
Well, let's discuss that portion. That definitely
right.
matters.
He
In the
nods.
negotiation.
He says, well, what do you feel is fair? Since you've kept the treasure at arm's length.
And we had just said it before. Did we say we wanted 66 or we wanted 33? Sorry.
So what we want is
Yeah.
the short bow,
That's right. The
the
potion.
potions, and
Yeah.
then a portion of the gold, preferably 50%.
Oh, yeah.
And
Blackwater,
then we
you
give
know
a
this.
portion of, and then we give a portion of that 50% to the Blood Hand.
I agree. Okay.
And
Alright, so
remember,
you only
he gets
want
more gold value.
So you only want the short bow and what was this? And the potions? Is that what you said?
Potions. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
As far as the
what
items,
kind?
and then sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna RP
And
it,
then
I guess.
obviously
But
like 50% of the gold.
Says, well, I would have to see.
well, hold on. I want to negotiate for more. Hold on.
Okay.
You don't just say what you want in a negotiation. Come on. You never start with what you want.
So wait.
I was gonna say, hey, well, look, Blackwater. Okay, there's some super useful items in there that we could just really use for the adventure come up. So we were hoping there's this bow, some potions. We would love to take those, and then we were looking for about 65% of the cut on this treasure here. Okay, we did a lot of work. We met a new friend and lost him in this adventure.
Do you happen to have a catalog of all the treasures you found, so I can know exactly what I'm getting?
Do we? I go. Yeah, Cal. Do you have the?
Yeah, and I'll
so
tell
you,
him.
I'll
Yeah, the
say you
paperwork?
took some notes, maybe. He looks it
Yeah.
over.
I guess it is in our.
He says,
Like in our. I could go read the sheet.
Yeah. Well, I'll say, yeah. You kind of read off what was.
I asked Galen if he has Google Sheets.
He
look at
says, I have scrolls. I'm not sure what exactly that is, but. So he looks over the paper with all the stuff, and he says, "Oh, not a bad haul." Well, I'd have to verify this is all or that these are, what was actually found. So we'll have to bring
of course.
we'll have to bring all the items back here just to make sure you're telling the truth. But
Awesome, but since we probably are,
But
we have a deal.
Well, that's fair.
If
That's
we are-
fair. But
if we are
okay.
going
So
to-
if we do that, what? Are you cool with our split?
go ahead, Patchwork. What are you saying?
And if we are going to bring this treasure back up here, we might need more hands, because that stuff weighs a lot.
He says, "I sent down a whole contingent. Are you sure that they can't handle it?"
Yeah, they don't seem like competent net workers.
Fine, I'll send some more laborers back with you.
Okay.
He says, I'll give you 60% of the gold. Still a higher share than mid ground. Otherwise, your terms are acceptable.
Oh.
And whatever you
I
wish
sort of
to
give
give
like a
to
subtle nod.
whatever you wish to
subtle
give
nod
to
to
Neil
Rachel.
and his people, I'll leave that between you two.
Yeah. See, now I kind of look at the guy and now we can give him like 15% or something, and then we still have 50. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, that
I'm just saying.
sounds good.
He says,
He
the
actually made
details I
3.2.
leave for
I feel
you
like I
to
hear
figure
nil in
out.
my. Nil
Go
here?
go speak to my foreman. Here, give him this letter, and he'll get you some laborers if you need more help. Though again, I thought I sent down enough people.
Yeah, or you think you know someone,
sorry,
and then
that
there's
was.
just no help.
I think I think I had a misunderstanding. I thought that yeah, that was probably the bag of holding. I thought that the stuff was too much to carry.
Well, with the bag of holding, it's barely anything. You definitely have enough people to carry it all, even without the
We'll
bag
make
of
their
holding.
workers do the work. I mean, come on, they got to get paid somehow.
All right.
Yeah,
So
that was a misunderstanding on my part, but it's too late now.
he says, "Let's bring everything here. We'll go over it, and then I'll give you your agreed upon items. All right."
That sounds fair.
Alright.
All right.
Thank you.
He says, "Now I must get back to work, so I'll see you within a few hours, perhaps."
Do that.
Alright.
All right.
So I quickly powwow with the team and I say, how much do you want to give Neil? I could tell him right now. Like, hey, we got you this. 10? 15%?
10%.
So are you like
10%?
You like
15%.
moving away from him as you
Well, I guess we
whisper?
literally, he's like 10 feet behind us. We just huddled without him.
Just crosses his
Whispering.
arms, rolls his eyes.
Yeah, like, I think I turn around and go, Neil, my man. Even though he could probably have heard everything. It was a hard bargain, okay? But we managed to get you some cash for, all that hard work you've been doing.
He says, "Yeah, I was there when you talked to Blackwater."
And since when we talked to him, we got you a crisp 10% of this cut. Just like that, for showing up. You didn't even show up in that hallway, you would have got nothing. Now you're getting 10%, alright?
Give me a persuasion.
Hard logic
shaking?
to argue, I must say.
Gosh. Cool.
Oh, I love you, Crinkle.
That's awesome.
Did you roll?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
I got 26.
26.
He says, 10%, eh? All right.
Yes,
Just
sir.
for showing up.
Just for showing
and
up.
those potions, I heard you had a couple of those. How about 2 potions to sweeten the pot a little?
Okay, but our choice. How about that?
He says, let's see what the potions are. But
Okay.
most likely, I'll unless you're trying to give me poisons or something, I'm probably going to be fine with it. We could just use a few healing potions for our coffers, which I assume is what
Wait,
most of those
did-
are.
He
Does the
looks like
Bloodhand
someone
not-
who can use potions, potions
Dude,
as
does the
well.
Bloodhand not like poison? I like
Says
say like genuinely.
We have poisons if we need them. So poison potions are, unless they're wyvern or something, are generally not that valuable to us.
Okay, fair enough. We'll look at the potions and then we'll give you 2. Deal?
Would you like a healing potion?
He says, well, let's see what the
You-
potions are. I mean, you guys are going to get the
No,
majority of them.
No, if you are in need of one, I have some on me.
He says, oh, no, I mean, I have my own stash. This is for the guild.
Okay.
I just want to get the blood hands some extra potions, maybe, in addition to some money. All right, so you guys are heading back.
Hey, stop, guys. Okay, see, now we
very
tell
good,
the rest
Crinkle.
of our team we only got 40%, and then we get 50. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I give Grinkle a fist bump. That was good
Ah!
stuff, dude.
Yeah, nice. Good job.
Hey.
Good job, team.
I helped.
Yeah, wait. Patchwork here, Cal.
Listen, you may have a metal tongue, but Grinkle has a silver tongue.
Oh.
It's true.
You
I
can't
have
talk to
no
me like
tongue
that,
at all.
okay?
Okay,
Alright,
well,
let's see.
that's my point. No, I'm joking. You did good too, and I'll give you a fist bump. I don't even know if you know what that is, but I'll try.
Yeah, we try to
Uh,
teach Patchwork like a fist bump. You put
Well,
your fist out like
she
this?
has seen you
Oh.
two do it, and she imitates it, but it's very clear that it's like her first time doing it.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Not too bad. Have you ever thought about trying to train as a monk?
Neil says,
Cool.
as you approach the vault, he says, all right, I think I'm going to hang back, because I want to make this
Still here?
more difficult, but I'll join you guys. Well, maybe I should come up just because they need to know I'm with you. All right,
Yeah,
let's
we'll protect
head
you.
up.
Yeah, we'll protect you.
All right. So you guys approach the vault. Oh, and apparently you have some extra archers with you.
Yeah, like you doing like a fake ritual to decurse it or something?
Yeah.
What do we got? You're
Yeah.
like, gotta.
So
Yeah.
the
Well, it's
archers,
really more.
the soldiers are like, oh, they're back, and they have someone with them. Neil's like, hey. And
Hey.
they say, oh, and they got some laborers. Who's this guy? He says, oh, just a friend of the group. I'm actually part of the team. I'm like, I'm kind of the B squad. I kind of handle stuff in town while they're out. They say, you look familiar. He's like, yeah, I get that. It's the no shirt thing, I'm good friends
pull the
with
guard aside, I go,
Kaladin here, and we're against shirts, and it's fine. What did you say?
I pull the guard aside and I say he was dropped on his head really young. Like, just don't talk to him.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gives you
But
a
he
bit of a
just
look.
tags along. His mom,
He
the
says,
baker.
usually you're supposed to whisper stuff like that behind my back.
He can't hear. He's deaf. Anyways, how's the goal?
So yeah, so you guys re-enter the vault. Neil is with them, but he's kind of staying back, knowing that the golem might get annoyed.
And as they re-enter, they catch Rob finishing a sentence, and then they just tell her, "Hey, I'm all out of crayons." Ah, yeah, you're here, guys. So what's up?
Hello.
Neil
I
gives
pull
you a
just pull the team in
Hey,
like
team.
kind of closely. I'll tell them the truth without Neil or guards there. Neil, you finished the thing? Awesome.
It's like, what? Finished what
Nice.
thing? What are you talking about?
The ritual to decurse the.
I nil.
Oh, Neil. It's like Neil's like,
Yeah.
I've been with you guys.
No,
What
not
are you talking about?"
Neil.
Okay.
Neil.
Come on,
Not Neil.
my two favorite peoples are Neil and Cal. And now guess which one, right? We have two Nils and two Cals. It's hilarious.
I know which one you were talking
It's
about.
like, I feel like an official member of the team.
So basically,
Oh.
we negotiated. It was 60%
Yeah, 60.
of the gold.
With the 2 items.
We got the potions
65.
and the short bow.
It was
And-
65. I'm not kidding. I did say that. Like, I actually am serious.
Yeah, but
No,
then,
but
Yeah,
remember
but he offered 60.
yeah, but
Yeah,
then
he-
he
Oh,
said
he changed it to
60.
60? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
He said, "I'll go with
Okay, I
60,
misheard
and you can figure
We
out your
agreed. Yeah.
your stuff
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the
Sorry.
blood hand."
Okay. And then to help Neil out, we gave him 10, and we're gonna give him a couple potions.
He
I think it's
says,
fair.
Yeah, for assistance with the undead in these tunnels and everything. It's those little things.
Well, then I hope we don't see any more undead in this tunnels, right?
It's like, well, we're doing our best, but there's there's a bunch of them, so just be careful.
But we do need
Yeah,
to bring
well,
the
we
treasure
killed
back.
most of them, so.
We need to bring the treasure back to Blackwater before we can before like the deal is like set in stone.
Let's maybe identify potions now and then go.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Yeah.
I think we still are not sure
Let
what
me-
those potions are.
Let me take a look at that.
All right,
Wherever
so
they
Could-
are, I don't know.
Yeah, or whatever.
it's 10 minutes per potion. Do you have multiple people who can do this, or else it's gonna take a while?
How many
We got
potions
me.
do we have?
I
5.
think
I think we'll need half an hour, unless we have 3.
I think
I
you
think we have,
8 potions, 5, and then you
But was
found.
Rune doing some while we were gone?
He was doing his.
Probably did a
ritual.
couple. It took an hour. No, that was Nil was doing a fake ritual to decurse the gold for the guard, and I think Calrune was just hanging. So he
He
could have
was
done.
pretending to help, but he could have.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Or he could be attuning to this magical item to go. Magical.
Alright,
Whatever.
well,
There's no rush, is there? We could just take our time.
All right, so how many of you are identifying, just so I know how long this takes?
3 of us
will
can
be
do that, right?
Three.
Grinkle can, Patchwork can, and Calrune can.
Okay.
We will need half an hour.
Although I need a pearl.
You don't need to roll anything. It's just you need to just pass time. Let's see.
I have 2, Cal. I didn't know that. My inventory has 2 pearls. Calrune, you said you needed one, boss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, here. Flick it over. There you go. Put a little happy face on it with the paint.
I start rubbing the paint off.
Alright.
What are you doing? What are you doing over there, Cal? I can't see you that
That
far.
was a 1 of 1.
Signed. An original Grink.
An original drink.
But I mean, that's it.
Oh, wait, what is going on? All right. So. Just give me a moment to get these.
And then I guess while that's happening, like, what are we thinking we're gonna do next, team? We're gonna go.
Well,
that-
there's
the
still a
vault?
door we have to open
Oh, okay, okay.
that has some demons and a demon portal in it.
Ooh, nice. Okay, I like it.
And Demi said that the portal is not probably or possibly cannot be closed. So we still have to discuss what we're gonna do about that portal.
Yes. I honestly say that we leave that closed. I think we should just leave that sealed.
Well,
We'll talk about it later.
yeah, I think we can.
All right, 2 more. Oh, interesting. Alright, so here are the potions. Put them in chat. So it takes you about 30 minutes to identify all of those. Actually, a couple of
What
nice
is
ones.
Potion of Health? What does Potion of Health do? Is it like heal or greater
Gives you
restoration?
health.
I can give you the description. The elixir of
I
health.
think I found it. Yes. I think it is like greater restoration, from what I know. Yeah, it doesn't cure hit points, but pretty much everything else. Yeah,
It's very good.
yeah, it is a good one. Blindness, deafness, paralysis, poison. And
Still doesn't heal petrification.
yeah. It cures all magical contagions. What are magical contagions? I don't know. That's very
Diseases?
broad term.
I got a
Curse,
couple. I'll
maybe?
show you. I'll show you after, Rob.
Oh, just don't scratch it.
I think I'd like the potion of fire resistance and the potion of climbing. Could be pretty cool.
Just in case you need the speed one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
I probably
this
also
is-
want that one.
So Neil would say, if you want to give me the speed one, I'd only take that one, and you guys could have the rest. It's definitely could come in handy for our guild. We don't get many opportunities to meet with very talented alchemists, so I don't think there's much of a chance for us to get something like that.
Huh.
No.
Sure, you
Well,
don't
I-
want the 2 potions of healing, the greater healing and the normal healing?
He
That
says,
sounds like way better.
well, I mean, if you don't want to give me the speed, how about the greater healing and the animal friendship?
That
Deal.
seems
Should be good.
reasonable.
I mean, that's fair.
He says, and of course the 10%
deal,
of the gold.
deal.
All right, well, let's get this
Yes.
stuff back to Blackwater so we can get this show on the road.
Yeah. Okay, so are we putting this in the sheets, or just do we have every?
Not yet. So
Okay.
let's
Sorry.
see. We travel. I'm just gonna do this quick because we don't, unless the dice tell me there's an ambush or something. Let's see.
So did we already give Neil the potions? Because
No,
I would
this
do
is
that.
just like, this is verbally because you have to bring it all back and catalog it with Blackwater's people, and then he'll give out the cuts. No, so you have a trip back, no issue. Get back around 5:45 p.m. So we'll say the group is, at least for now, back in town. Blackwater, takes the tally, and then you guys will get your, what was it, the short bow +1, and what was the second thing?
The
Potions and money.
potions and 60% of the gold, but 10% of that is going to Neil.
Yeah,
50%, so
effectively
1600.
Yes. We receive.
So we get
50.
50%.
Yes, which
Yes.
is going to be
16,000.
yeah, 16,000 gold pieces. Neil gets his
And,
share, and the rest of the stuff goes to Blackwater. So now go
One
ahead,
thing
put
that
the.
wasn't.
Here, go ahead.
I was just asking, do we get the bag of holding to hold the gold?
No, that would go to Blackwater, unless you're going to try to argue for it now. But technically, that was not part of the deal.
Yeah.
I think the 2 items you said were the short bow and what was the second one?
Just
Potions.
the potions.
Just the potions. Okay, so the short bow and the potions. And the potion of one of the animal friendships and the greater healing go to Neil, so you guys get the rest of those. And IRS says, all right, well, how about we at least give a split of that gold to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
How are we splitting it? Are we splitting it 8 ways, right? With Carter and Ayara?
She says,
think so,
seems
yeah.
fair. Carter's like, hell yeah, if
That's
you're going to
so
give me a
that-
cut.
Do they
Yeah,
get
you
an
helped with
equal
us.
cut because they're hired by us? Like we're already paying them. That's not
Well,
how.
they
Hold
were
on, hold on.
here. They were here last session. They were helping us a lot, actually.
Yeah.
No, I know,
They
but that's
fought
like
with
we
us.
hired them to help us. Like technically, we've already paid them. So do we have to give them like a full share of the treasure
Yeah, but
that we?
they put an extra effort to help us. I think we should give them a
No,
cut.
I understand they did a
I
good
think
hard
the-
job, but I'm just saying.
I think
we
also
don't-
the new deal was that they would get splits because you guys haven't actually paid them in a while.
And we have been giving them splits. Like we have been giving
Yeah.
them. It's like
yeah,
the regular
we
thing that
gave
do.
Carter like a full set of armor sheet. Like, what do you mean we haven't paid him? He's like triple over in pay.
Yeah, but I mean the new agreement for payment was splitting things because you stopped paying them a salary.
Which
So-
I'm cool with. Like I don't really have a problem with splitting stuff.
Well, you would each get 2,000 unless someone's going to argue for getting more.
I'm fine. Can I
That's a
use
lot of money.
Blackwater? Can I use Blackwater to kind of change it to platinum? Because I'm not carrying 2,000 gold around.
He says, sure, although it's going to be harder to do business in the market. So yeah,
I
he'll,
have enough
two-
gold. I just don't want to have a bunch
That's
of other
200
stuff.
platinum, eh?
Yes, because the platinum is it was 10 each, right? It's
Yes.
divisions of 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be 200 platinum.
Just flat 200 platinum. That's what we all receive.
Yes.
Or
Iris
it's 2,000
like-
gold.
Iris
Yeah,
says,
but-
"Oh my goodness, this is a good haul."
And then there was a
200.
short bow.
Plus 1.
200 platinum.
200
Yes.
platinum. The short bow was
Who's
taken
taking
by
the short-
Kaladin, I believe.
Okay,
Yes,
sweet.
it is.
It's technically his wish list item.
Yeah, no, I
short
just didn't know.
Yeah, his short bow plus 1 was his wish list item.
Why do you need a short bow?
It's just a ranged option I can use, and it has Vex in case there's like a flying creature or something.
Okay.
Cover my
Interesting.
weaknesses.
All right.
Good.
And,
I'll cover your weaknesses.
So the
Thank you, I
potions. Who's taking the fire resist?
One of the frontliners.
Yeah, I would. I don't need it. Maybe nil.
I
Nil the
could
one.
I could take
I think
it if I summon
Kaladin actually.
if I
I
summon
feel like
Ignatius
his.
and he like burns me basically. It could help me.
Yeah, it could be as well good. I think.
All right. What about the elixir of health?
I think this one can definitely go to nil, just in case.
All right. Potion of animal friendship.
Patchwork, do you want to talk to birds? Or maybe Grinkle, do you want to talk to birds?
I can't
Who's
drink.
going to be the Disney
Yes,
princess?
I would love to. I would love to.
All right.
Yeah, let's give it to
I think
Grinkle.
it
Grinkle's
fits.
the
Grinkle.
Disney princess.
If
Alright.
you are going to, if you're going to give me a potion, it has to be one that I can give to others in moments of emergency, because I can't actually
true.
drink potions
Good call.
myself.
Yeah, then take it potion of climbing. You'll give it in a moment of emergency to someone.
I, I,
All right. What
I
about
meant
the?
something like the potion of healing.
What about?
But you
the,
can heal.
All right. So you got the potion of
Practically.
animal
Yeah, but-
friendship, Grinkle.
I just put it in.
All right. What about the potion of healing and the potion of climbing?
I'll take
I
the
would-
potion of climbing. if
Yeah,
y'all
I
want
would
me.
say I would take potion of healing just because I have nothing at all. I usually like to have at least one just in case I need to help someone and I don't have healing spells. In case I need to help someone.
Would you
Okay.
like to have one more? I have 2 more healing potions.
Yeah, it would be good because I ran out of
Okay.
those a while back.
Okay.
I will give Rob 1 normal healing potion.
All right.
Mhm, then I'll have one.
And finally, the potion of speed.
I think that with my new spear, it's probably best with me, but I'm not just saying that to be greedy. I promise.
I think it is. I think you do have a very good attack, and unless, yeah,
Yeah, a
totally.
hasted monk is dangerous.
He's not as dangerous usually because haste only gives 1 extra attack, and his attack is not very strong usually. But with the spear, actually, it is very strong. So I think
very.
it should be pretty good. Yeah, with the spear, haste is wonderful, and also extra AC, which also sometimes you struggle.
Yes. And another thing I want to give Kaladin I'm staying in the back lines a lot. I'm not really up in the fight, so I'm also going to give Kaladin my cloak of protection I got from that dwarf.
Well, actually, we discussed that when you weren't here. My attunement slots are all used up, so I can't even use it.
Oh,
Yeah, I've got the belt, the monk belt, the crystal that holds Ignatius, and the tattoo, and I'm attuned to all of them.
Wait,
Give
who
it to
is
Nil.
giving up? Who is giving up the cloak and why?
I was going to give it to Kaladin because his AC is not the best, but if he doesn't need it, I'll keep it.
What's the
Just for
cloak?
It's a
protecting
cloak of
myself.
protection.
Yeah, we got it from the dwarf that was like in the force
Right.
field.
What does that do?
Oh no,
Plus one
those
AC.
were actually robes of protection. So technically, those would have to be worn instead of armor. So it's more.
So
what do they
it
give?
basically needs to go on the wizard.
It
It'd
just
have to
has
go
to
on
go.
a,
yes.
a wizard or like someone who's not wearing armor. Because yeah, it would be robes. It's not an actual cloak. It just
Oh,
just acts like a cloak.
Yeah, that
Then-
won't help me.
Then you're stuck with it, Calrun. You'll just have to wear clothes of a dead dwarf.
Well, they are Rune Master cloak, or it is a Rune Master cloak, so it does look kind of cool.
Yeah, I think you should keep it. It suits you.
Yeah.
It was worn by a dwarf
Mm.
before. It should be worn by a dwarf now.
yeah, it's
Alright.
designed to fit a dwarf.
I could, if you want, by the way, if you want to, because you already, for example, you can give someone your ring and instead have a cloak. Because, for example, Kaladin can. Ah, no, he doesn't have attunement. For example, I could use a ring, the one that you have, and you instead you can switch your ring for a cloak or a rope that you have.
Well,
If you wanted to give someone the rope, instead you can give someone the ring and keep the rope, which is they are identical stat-wise. They all give
What-
+1 AC and saving throws.
What ring are we talking about?
Ring of protection he has.
It's the same thing as the rune.
Oh,
Alright, well,
so do they stack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
they're
they
just
would both give a. I mean, they both require attunement, but yes, they would both give a +1 to AC and saves.
I mean, I don't really need the ring, but I could use it.
Although I
Same
think
with
the
mine.
ring
Same with
is his, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a wish list item.
So I guess it's kind of
He's tricked
more
out.
like up to him if he wants to get
Yeah.
rid
No,
of
it's
that.
just
I
like
didn't know that.
he might
I'm
have.
just-
He also could keep both. Like if, for example, it helps him with his concentration and his saving throws as well. So he
I'm
might
okay
as well
with our
keep
wizard
both.
being tanky because if he
Yeah,
loses
let's
concentration, it could hurt us.
exactly.
Alright,
So let's just leave it with him.
you are attuned to the spear, Kaladin.
This spear doesn't require attunement.
That's right. Did I put a magical item note for that?
I did ask a question in the general chat, but I guess we could save that for after the session. I'll just talk to you or ask you a question after.
Okay, so this was the vicious spear.
Yes. Thankfully, it doesn't require attunement because all my attunement slots are used.
Alright, so what does the group want to do?
Some shopping or something? Like, what do we?
No, but there's still that one place that I think we should clear
Oh,
out,
yeah.
just to make it completely safe.
Have we long rested since stuff has happened?
No, we didn't long rest last session.
It's
If
about.
anyone,
Go ahead.
That was up.
I have. If anyone needs a short rest, I do have prayer of healing prepared.
I
it's a
was only
ritual, 10
asking for
minutes.
the wand of magic missiles to get a couple more charges
Ah.
on it. I was asking if we had a long rest is all, but no, but I'm okay
Alright.
otherwise. Thank you though. Yeah, but
Alright.
that'd be useful. Otherwise,
Well, it's about
think we're good.
5:45 in the evening.
We might as well have a rest and then finish it in the morning. What do you guys think? Or we
Yes.
could go there and just so that when we are all out of spell slots and tired, it's already evening and we can sleep.
Yeah, but that's when we do
Is
the
there
best
any
fighting.
time Is there any time restraint on us, Lou? Like here? Or...
I don't think so. That door's still locked. I
Currently,
think it's gonna remain locked.
I don't think you have any stuff that is that you're on the clock for.
Right.
I mean, Blackwater is trying to explore the underground as quickly as possible and get going on the next part of his journey, but he didn't say, like, we have to be done by this point. So you guys are, at least for now, okay. I mean, the Iron Tide threat has been quelled. That was the big one. And as far as
Technically,
you
a piece of the
know,
blood hand.
yeah, and there's, you kind of brokered peace with the other two warring factions. So as far as you know, everything is pretty kumbaya. Other than,
Jesus, we're like God.
other than
we're
the
awesome.
fact that the peace is a bit
Calm down
tenuous.
your blasphemy.
Obviously, like what happened with Neil right there could have ended the peace if
Right.
Gretel didn't keep
Yeah.
it going.
Well, there
Which
is
he
something
almost
that we
did.
need to discuss.
Yeah, boss, what's up?
In the halls of Tarsus, Calroon found out that there is a portal, and he now has the power to remove the wall of force blocking it. The only problem is if we remove that wall of force, we're not sure if we can close the portal, and there are demons there. So
Yeah, we'll just have to kill him.
basically, we can go in there and try to figure out what's going on with that portal, or we can just leave the wall of force closed and not deal with it.
I say we
IR's
leave it closed, not deal with it.
IR is kind of counting her gold. She says there could be more treasure in there.
We should go in
By
there.
the way,
But if it turns out that we can't close the portal, then we have a problem.
A big problem.
I would walk over to AR and say, by the way, I kind of feel like an asshole for what I did earlier in that vault. I don't know if it means much, but I'm sorry.
Give me a persuasion. She says, yeah, maybe think a little bit harder next time before you get in my face about something.
Oh.
She says, but maybe it was best that everything just get cataloged. I mean, it would have been bad if Blackwater found out we were lying to him.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of gold out of it, so, I mean, you should be happy.
He says, I am very happy with this haul, which is why I'm not more angry with you. I can let bygones be bygones.
That's fair.
Very kind of you.
She still seems
Maybe
a little
let's not.
annoyed, though.
Maybe let's not rush about the portal. Let's just talk about it a little bit, and then maybe research a little bit in the evening and go to it in the morning. I do feel we may just want to sleep on it a little bit and
We could ask
think.
that mage if he knows anything about it. He seems pretty smart.
You guys were dispelling different runes right and left. Couldn't you just dispel the portal?
I think Demi said something that Demi doesn't know if we can dispel it or not.
Yes, if it could have been dispelled, then the rune masters at the time would have dispelled it. However, they weren't able to manage that. The rune masters weren't able to manage that. So they ended up just sealing the room off.
Oh, interesting.
I
So
think
if
we
the
should
spell
leave
could
the
simply
portal
do it.
be for now until we know for sure then that we
Yeah.
won't make it worse.
I think this is fair. At least right now it is sealed, and if we just go open it and don't know how to close it, it would be quite
Catastrophic.
quite stupid decision. Yeah.
Okay, well, if we're looking for a little bit of maybe time-killing activities, I have a question for the DM.
Okay.
I want to know if it's possible. If it's not, you can just tell me it's not possible. To turn this spear into a dagger.
How would you do that?
Well, I figure that
Take the
a
shaft.
spearhead is very similar to a dagger blade. So if we find somebody who like works with magic weapons, they might be able to just affix a different handle to the spearhead, and it would basically functionally be a vicious dagger.
Well,
just wanna know if it's
you
possible.
could ask one of your arcanists about it. You yourself would not know anything about how that would work.
Okay. One of my archimists. Do you mean like in the marketplace, or they work for Blackwater? Who would I go to for that?
Or just Calroon.
Your magic friend.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
If they-
Yeah. I'll go
we
over
have-
to Calroon and be like, "Hey, I don't know anything about this thing. Could you tell me if this is possible?"
So that would be an Arcana check.
I'll join in too.
So generally speaking, you have to enchant items as they are. I mean, you could just attach the dagger to a stick, but that wouldn't really make it a magical spear. It'd probably just be more like an improvised weapon. If you alter the form of a magical item, it can break the enchantment, because basically it's supposed to be what it is when the magic is put on it. Transferring the enchantment is possible, but could be more difficult and take time as well as resources.
Okay. Can I get? I already have. Does it help if you already have a magical dagger, like transferring one enchantment to an already clearly good magical weapon?
Well, there are benefits to putting magic over like masterwork weaponry, but if you transfer from one magic to another, one of the effects will just be overwritten by the more powerful one.
Which I'm okay with, because it's just a +1 dagger. I'd rather have vicious on it. I'm just wondering if that would make it cheaper. Because you don't have to.
It wouldn't make too much of a difference. The masterwork stuff is only good because it can convey some extra properties to something.
Okay, so do you have like specific numbers? If I wanted to transfer the vicious property onto, let's say, my +1 short sword, even if it would lose the +1 property, how long would that take? How expensive
So
would it
does
be?
Calroon have any like background stuff with enchanting? Like I don't remember your backstory. Have you do you have anything where
Not
you did a bunch of enchanting?
really. I don't really have anything related to enchanting. I'd done research on that kind of stuff when I was working with Blackwater, but I've
So
never really put it into any kind of practice. I just
you'd probably
researched it. I
have
know
to
what
do
it
a
is.
research project, I would say. Get some lore.
Here's another. Okay, that's a good starting place. Here's another question. The caravan is still in town, correct?
I believe so. Let me check my notes.
Do you think maybe it would be worth talking to some people in the caravan, seeing if any of them know anything about that? Maybe there's someone in town who can do it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you could talk to some of the caravan people. You're not sure if any, enchanters are part of the caravan. Usually it's hard enough to find magical items, let alone people who make them. I guess, let's see. I guess Calroon would know that there are some powerful magical guilds in the capital, though obviously that's quite far away. He would also know some powerful dwarven smiths who work with arcanists to make some magical items, but again, far away. It's unlikely that the caravan has like actual enchanters as part of it. They wouldn't usually
They just
travel
set
to a
the
place
magic
like
items,
this.
right?
Yeah, they're more
Isn't
merchants.
Doru from that Phoenix Guild?
Doru is, yes, so he might know a little bit about the Phoenix Guild and maybe some other things from the capital.
Maybe he might be able to provide some lore. Like, for the payment, of course. I'll go talk to Doru about it. And maybe you want to come with me, Calroon?
I will.
Sprinkle will come.
It's getting later in the day.
I'll just tag
I'd
along.
like to come along too.
That's fine. I'll just assume you're all there unless you say you're going somewhere else. So Doru is at his stall. He's kind of cleaning stuff up, getting ready to close because it's almost 6 o'clock. He says, "Oh, hello, friends. Welcome."
Hello. It's good to see you again.
Yes, it's been
How's
a while.
business lately?
Oh, just keeping busy in my retirement, just providing small salves and some other healing healing bandages and equipment for some of the people of the town. He says, "What about you? I heard that you had stopped the attacks on the town, so we definitely owe you for that. What are you all up to these days?"
Oh, just raiding old tombs and, trying to find treasure and killing evil creatures.
So, any tombs I may have heard of?
Perhaps the halls of
Your
Tarsus.
mom. I didn't say
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Vicious market.
He says the halls of Tarsus. That's isn't that an old place of worship of the Tharians?
Honestly, I don't know. You have to talk to these guys behind me. They're a lot smarter than me.
Says, "Oh well, I didn't realize such a structure was anywhere nearby, Char." Says, where exactly did you find it?"
It's you're kind of standing on it. It's underneath Char.
Says, "Really? I was not aware. Interesting."
It was really interesting.
Says, "I would say you should take me down there, but I'm a bit old to be trudging through old structures. These hips aren't what they used to be." Says,
Well, if you wanted to, we could provide you. I mean, if you're feeling up to it, of course. We could provide you, I think, an escort. I think everybody here would be okay with that.
he chuckles. He says, "Oh, I was
Oh.
Yeah,
as interesting
but to
as."
be fair,
Go ahead.
the halls aren't exactly free of danger. There is things
Says,
walking around down there sometimes.
"You probably have better things to do than babysit an old man. I appreciate it, but I think my exploration days are behind me, sadly. I'm happy just spending time with my granddaughter and helping the town out as I can. Um, helping you
That
out from up here where there aren't dangerous tunnels and traps and undead."
that's completely understandable. I did wonder if you knew something that might be useful to me. You seem obviously very wise.
Perhaps what would be useful to you?
So I'll show him my spear and be like, I found this spear actually in the halls of Tarsus, and I'm kind of interested in transferring the enchantment on this spear onto one of my other weapons. Do you think that would be possible, or do you know anything about how I might accomplish that?
So as you take out the spear, you would notice that there are now some symbols on your hand, almost like a tattoo.
Whoa.
He looks at the spear. He says, "This, what forged this? The design is strange."
Well, to be completely honest with you, I got it from a vicious demon that I killed.
Hmm. Well, this, he says, "I'd have to do an identify spell, though I assume you have already."
Yes, we have. But if you would like to, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, so you would notice now that some of the markings on the spear almost look like they transferred partially to the back of your hand, almost like you got a new tattoo,
Uh-oh.
which is not something that you think you had before.
Yeah, I definitely feel some
Hmm.
start to get some cold sweats, and kind
So-
of turn pale.
What exactly did you ask him about the spear again?
If I could transfer the
Oh, right.
enchantment onto my short sword.
So he doesn't touch the spear, he just sort of looks at it on the counter and says, "There are techniques for transferring enchantments. I'm more of an alchemist than an enchanter, though. There's some people in the capital that could help with that. It's not something that is done easily, though if this is a powerful item, it might be worth doing." He says, "I would be wary, though. Anything wielded by a demon could be dangerous."
Yeah. On an unrelated note, let's say hypothetically, maybe there was like a another. Is it possible for there to be deeper properties that an identify spell can't pick up on?
Oh yes, there are very powerful enchantments sometime or hidden curses that can go unnoticed by certain not scrying but divination magics. It says a legend lore spell is usually the most potent way of uncovering secrets. Although even that can be blocked if the power of the magic is potent enough. One must be wary.
Do you know how to cast that spell?
Says no, I don't have access to that high spear of magic.
Okay.
There are, as I said, certain members of the guild in the capital who probably could. I don't know. Blackwater has hired a lovely elf who works with him. Perhaps she has the potent magics that you need.
Something
That's-
that priests can do?
He says, priests, I'm not sure. Maybe. He says, I don't
Maybe
remember
that's
if...
some good advice. Maybe we should go talk to Blackwater. Or his people.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think we need to figure it out.
Yeah, and like Kaladin's
I
like
don't want
trying
to
hard
like
to like
like
not
Oh yeah, it is a
hyperventilate, like
cleric
he's
spell.
freaking out.
He says, "Oh yes, maybe Father, shoot, what's his name? Father Gregory or Father Duval could help you. He's a fairly powerful cleric."
That sounds like a good idea, and he definitely takes donations to churches. So yeah, I'm gonna
Exactly.
go talk to him.
He says, "Oh, very well. It was good seeing
Thank you
you."
very much. I'm going to pass him 5 gold pieces for the trouble.
Oh, thank you. All right, so you pass him the gold. He says, "Just let me know if there's anything else I can do."
You've done plenty for me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna like start like kind of like in a hurried jog going towards the Blackwater estate.
Up.
And Kaladin, I can tell you as someone who got through this. If during a fight you feel like attacking someone, just go with it. Like, so there's nothing you can do.
Just
I
let,
feel like that's
Terrible
terrible
advice.
advice.
That's amazing advice.
just let the
Just
magic
do it.
take you. Just you can always blame the curse. It wasn't me. It was the curse.
Yeah, I'm
Nothing
sure
I could
everybody
do.
that's wielded a cursed sword got out as lucky as you did with your
Was that sword
cool
even
ass
cursed at all?
fire sword. Anyways, do you guys, will you please come with me? This is kind of freaking me
Yeah,
out.
yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go
of
figure it
course.
out. Like, we need to deal with it.
Alright, so you head over back to the Blackwater estate. They would admit you, no issues.
Yeah, thank you. I'd be very respectful to everybody on the way there, and request to speak with Father Duval first.
Alright, so Father Duval is
And while
actually...
while we are moving to Blackwater, I will come to Nil and to Grinkle, and I will talk to them in like an obvious loud whisper, kind of like, if he loses his mind, I knock him down and you just grab him and I'll just start hitting him on the head. So careful.
I'll go for the legs. You go for the.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Oh, you want me to grab his water arms? I see how it is.
Like you could try to freeze his water arms and then I'll break them.
Don't worry, I've been trying to kill him this whole time.
I'll be standing in the back placing bets.
Alright, so you find
Placing
out
bets.
that Father Duval is actually away on a mission for Blackwater.
Oh, damn it.
Suspicious?
Well, I
Well,
think
we could still
Lyra
ask
is our...
Lyra.
Yeah, Lyra's our next best bet. Could we speak with her, please?
Is she still in the library?
Yes, she's down below, so you'd have to go back to the halls of Tarsus, but she should still be there, cataloging.
Yeah, I'm going there immediately. If you'll let us through, of course.
Says you have free access to the halls of Tarsus. Blackwater has not rescinded that yet, so.
Okay, good. Thank you. We'll
Yeah.
be on our way.
All right, so you
I'll-
head.
I'll flick him a piece of
underground.
gold as well.
Give him a gold piece, sure.
Yep. I'm just tipping everybody today. I just got paid, so.
Alright, so you have to travel from the Blackwater Estate, the Halls of Tarsus. You kind of, at this point, you guys kind of know the path pretty well. There is still danger. If someone wants to use survival, you could shorten the trip if you care. Otherwise, I'll just say it takes like
Yep.
45. Alright, so it takes you about 20 minutes. Moving quickly through, you return to the Halls of Tarsus. However, you don't find Lyra in the library. Some of her mercenaries are there, but you don't see her.
Do you know where the wizard Lyra is? She was supposed to be down here.
Yeah, I think she went to the south for some reason. He says, kind of pointing towards the watery room.
Oh, well, I hope she's not getting into much trouble. We're gonna go catch up with her. We need to talk to her.
She's got most of her bodyguards with her. We haven't heard anything, so she should be fine.
Okay,
Oh,
we'll continue.
alright, so you would head south, and I'm not going to bring you on the map just yet. I'll just theater of the mind this. And you would see some light coming through the doorway in the southern lab. And you would hear some chanting.
Okay.
What?
I'd like to take a peek.
Alright, so you would come to the southern laboratory. A couple of Lyra's bodyguards are just kind of keeping an eye out. They just kind of let you enter, and you see her casting some spell on the sealed door.
Whoa,
Which
Lyra.
Over here.
I would,
Is-
obviously. Like,
I'm sorry.
kinda-
Is this the door that
Yes.
was sealed? Right.
Yes.
This is the portal, evil portal door. Okay.
Yes.
She says, "Oh, hey everyone."
What are you doing?
Oh, hey.
So I was just seeing what I could do with this door here. I noticed it was still sealed.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. We talked to
Open that
there's
door.
this like Calvin, explain it to her, please.
I spoke with basically the overseer of this entire place that the dwarves left behind. Behind that door is a giant demon portal where if we open it, we doubt that we'll be able to close it. So I would highly suggest to avoid opening that door.
She says, "Well, that is quite problematic, isn't it?"
Maybe we should have
Yeah.
left a sign on the door.
She says, "Yeah, you should have told me. I'm glad none of my spells worked. This seems like some kind of permanent seed wall of force." As she like taps her finger against the force energy, she says, "I think only a disintegrate could get through this, or some really powerful anti-magic." So yeah, luckily I don't have a good way of getting through that, at least not on me. But I'm glad you guys caught me before I looked into this more. I might have been able to figure out a way to open it. She says, I'll make a note for our people just to make sure this stays sealed. If you find anything else like this, please let us know. That could have been
Yeah,
bad.
sorry, that was an oversight on our arts. I feel stupid now for not telling you about that.
She says, well, no harm, no foul. We luckily have not opened the sealed door of doom.
Speaking of things that I should probably tell you about, do you, like, let's say somebody had a magical item and they thought that there was a little bit more happening under the surface, and identify spell didn't reveal that. Do you know how to maybe find out more about a magic item like that?
She says, well, it's if something is hidden with magic to block divinations, I mean, good old-fashioned research is usually a good way. Items of power that are important enough to have their magics blocked usually, you can find notes about them in some of the annals of history.
You like research, right? Do you want to do some?
She says, well, I do it for a living. I have quite a few projects I'm working on. What does this entail exactly?
Yeah, of course I would make it worth your while. If you could help me, I'd pay you. But this spear right here, it's sort of like growing on me.
Growing on you? What do you mean?
Well, not in the figurative sense, but like it's kind of giving me these symbols on the back of my hand. And as much as I love tattoos, I usually
May I
know
see?
how I'm getting them. Yeah, I definitely show it to her. I show her my hand, and I show her the spear and everything.
So she kind of takes your hand and says, "Oh, this is abyssal. I mean, the spear and these markings, definitely abyssal."
You know how to read it?
She says, "Well, it's more symbols than the language." She kind of traces some of the lines with her finger. She says, "These symbolize destruction, death, and destruction over time, which is a little
Sometimes she
bit."
says like,
It's a little bit concerning, seeing that it seems to be growing up your arm.
Kaladin just like turns more pale every time she says like death or destruction.
There are some similar markings on the spear, it seems. Yeah, this would be concerning. I don't know if I can do much though. I'm supposed to be working on like 3 different projects for Blackwater, and they all have my highest priority. Have you tried a remove curse, perhaps? I mean, it might destroy the spear, but it could be worth doing.
I destroy the spear, you say?
She nods. She says it really depends on how potent the curse energy is to link to the magical item, or if it's an integral part or not. But it might be a safe way to go.
By the way,
I
Kelrun,
imagine.
can you let go? Can you let go of the spear? I remember when I had a cursed sword, I had a problem letting go. This was one of indicators that
Yeah,
actually was cursed.
I didn't even try that.
Yeah,
I'll like walk
you've put
over.
it on your back. You've let it go.
Well, I mean, I'm wondering if
like
I can
drop it?
separate from it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop it on the ground over here.
All right.
Like walk over.
You place it down and walk away. You have no issues.
Does the
She
symbols
says, "Well,
like
that's a
this?
good start." No, the symbols don't change.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Oh.
nobody else touch it for now because apparently you didn't even have to be holding the spear for the symbols to affect you.
Well, you did notice when you grabbed it to show it to Doru. That's when you saw the symbols. You're not sure if they appeared instantly or if they were there already, because you hadn't noticed them before that.
Yeah.
She says, another thing you can do. That's right, Father Gregory isn't here. I was going to say you can hollow the item, which also might destroy it, especially if it's demonic, but that's another way you could get rid of any curses or demonic influences. She says, I'm not a fan of risking the demonic, so I would probably destroy it. But obviously up to you.
It would be nice to find out the nature of the curse and then decide, do we want to destroy
Yeah, we
it?
can't get rid of this yet.
Yeah. Right now, what I'd like to know is if you can help me find more out about it. Let's start there. I know you've got other stuff going on, but I'm sure Blackwater wouldn't mind if you helped me out, considering it's very important, right?
She says
We
maybe
can
in a
do some
couple of.
research in the library.
She says maybe in a couple of weeks. I mean, if you want to talk to him and convince him to put me on this, I am being paid by him, so I have to honor what he has asked me to do. Why don't you just have Calroon look into it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you know a good place to start, Lyra? Maybe the library?
Says, yeah, I mean, I assume Blackwater's letting you use his library, or if he's not, you should definitely ask.
Well, and this one down here as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, I I haven't seen too much on cursed items, but we could take a look.
We'll probably have to use.
I'll keep an eye out while I'm cataloging. I'll see if I notice any books that could be of use. But you should probably start in the normal library, hire some assistants. You know, the usual fare for a research project.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna go and I'm like dragging Calroon by the hand with me.
Now you're just
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
One other thing, and she kind of points to the cave in. She says, "I was going to get that excavated. I assume I have nothing to worry about."
I think there are. Well, Calroon, were there not security measures back there?
There are security measures back there.
Do you think it would be
That's
safe
what-
to remove the rocks and brace the tunnel, or should I just leave it caved in?
Probably.
I'd
But you-
probably just leave it caved in.
Give me a persuasion.
What's behind that again?
That's where Demi is, but there are protections there, like statues.
All right,
that
you
I
get the
think
sense
can
that Calroon, you get the sense that she is very curious to find out what's back there. She kind
you
of
could tell her.
seems like a little bit put off that now she can't excavate it with a team.
Maybe like, but the traps there and the security measures, they are not immediately there. She could excavate it and set up a door that you don't have to magic inside anytime you want to go there, and just let no one in.
Yeah, I mean, what's behind there is really nothing that you can have any control over. Like I said earlier, the entity controlling this Halls of Tarsus, that is where it's at. Is
She says,
behind that cave in. But,
you
I mean,
talking
there's no
about
way
the
for
hollow
you-
point?
Yeah, the hollow point's back there. There's no way for you to access it. I mean, you don't have the credentials of a rune master, do you?
Oh, well, no. I mean, I was more just wanting to take a look around and see what was there.
Yeah,
But
there are some chests, but I wouldn't recommend opening them. There are measures to
it's all right. Well,
protect them.
I'd probably just catalog the room and maybe take some information on the hollow point. If I did connect,
Can I make an insight?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
believe her?
You can make an insight check.
Nefarious thing going on here?
She's lying.
It's to know if like if she does want to go in there or not. Like,
It's a part of her name, Lyra.
Exactly.
She, I mean, she just seems like excited
Yeah.
to, do archaeological work. You don't sense any nefarious or dishonesty to her.
Right.
She
Nice.
says,
If you want to go in there, catalog it. Be my guest. There is a giant hole in the floor, though, so I
all
would.
right. Well, I'll bring bodyguards. I'll be safe, and if I connect to the hollow point, I won't try to do anything that could get me in trouble. Like you said, I don't have any of the credentials anyway.
All right.
She seems much happier, and she says, "All right, we'll get that started soon." All right. Well, I'll head back up to the library then. I've been spending a few hours on this little conundrum. I guess it's good you came down here and told me. And she'll
Do you
say,
not hear the
Go ahead.
footsteps behind the door?
She shakes her head. She says, "No, I don't hear anything in the room."
Oh, tremor sense. All right. No, you don't have tremor sense. I can feel the movement behind it.
She says, "Oh,
I know.
it's probably a very good thing I didn't open it."
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably was short-sighted of me. I do get too excited sometimes.
Yeah, it was our fault for not telling you. We apologize.
Yeah,
Now,
sure.
if you'll excuse us, I think we really need to go check out this thing that's growing on my arm. And I'm like clearly like nervous and jittery.
All right, and I guess I'll go back to cataloging. So she.
we've had. Oh, I know you weren't here initially, but we've had so many things grow on us, man. It's really not that big a deal.
She says,
Yeah.
"Would anyone
Good
like
thing-
a dimension door to avoid swimming through nasty water?"
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if you're offering.
I can take one of you. The rest of you are gonna have to swim in the dirty water.
It's Grinkle.
Oh,
Sorry,
please
guys.
take me. I don't want to. I'm tired of walking through that water. These robes are new.
She says, "Well, like I said, I can only take one of you."
Fine. Take Cal. He's
Uh,
got the new robes.
All right. So she sort of touches your arm as she chants. A little door opens, and you guys kind of step through, poofing to the other side. The rest of you have to get dirty in the water. And after that, she'll just head back to the library and continue working on her stuff.
Yeah, I'll just swim through.
All right. So what are we doing now? You said you're
Going
heading...
to the main library to try and research with Calroon this cursed item. We want to find out more about it. Research project.
All right. Why don't
You're
we
paying for
do
this.
I
a
will pay for it.
break? Let's say you travel back. The dice have not said anything bad happens, so you get back around 7 or so. We'll do a break.
If yeah, the break.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, but
I'm back.
Cool.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over the session, guys.
No. The only thing I was gonna say, if it's like a week-long research thing, should we just go bang out like that back?
Sorry, you cut out.
Yeah.
Bang out what?
Research. We just finished that.
You're like very like staticky. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh yeah, there you cut out this time. I guess it's me.
Say it one more time.
Sorry, yeah. I was just saying if like the research project for your, we'll just call it a curse for now.
Yeah.
Takes like a week. Maybe we should just bang out that one room that we have left there first, then come back, or that's what I was saying.
If you guys want to, but
I don't really know
let
how
it-
timing works, and like, do we have forever? Like,
I think right now we have some time. And
Yeah.
before I like start fighting stuff with this and potentially like attack you guys, I kind of want to, if possible, get this thing taken care of. Preferably
Okay.
without destroying the weapon. Obviously I want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take the
no, for
weapon.
sure. It's okay. We're
But-
pretty used to getting attacked. So
I would also like to do some research.
Well,
That'd be perfect. So like we could do some like multiple downtimes at the same time.
well,
Yeah, I'm
room in the
fine.
library for one
Downtime.
more. I'm going to be doing research on the bone giant essence that we got.
Oh, that's yeah. We never even
No.
like found that
No.
what that is.
Because I want to stick it on my armor. So I have a feeling it's going to do thorns damage.
That would be
If
awesome.
I was the game designer.
You know what I kind of want to do? I kind of want to put every essence we can on Robert's sword and just make it like the most
Nah.
dangerous
No,
weapon
but this
ever.
was armor. Like this was just for the armor. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it would be a bad idea for you to fight while we don't know what this curse is.
Yeah, I agree. I kind of want to research it before we mess with the demons in
Yeah.
that room.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So I really like, and especially because this guy, he was like dominating and mind controlling. Like honestly, like if this spear mind controls you, I really don't want to deal with that. It would be a pity if we had to kill you.
Pity.
I just it's like I'm torn
Yeah.
between like me role playing as Kaladin and me as a player because the Kaladin part is like, oh, I need to throw this spear in the lake, you know, and then me, I'm like, oh, I really want this weapon, you know.
But
Maybe that's
I can
Lou's way
always
of
remove
telling us it was too good to be true.
or I could try to spell magic if you want to see if that does anything.
I think it's only. Oh, I don't think that works on magic items. Um,
Well, on you.
yes, spear. Oh, maybe. Um, the vicious spear is. Oh, hold on.
Just super quick. Well, oh, go ahead, Cal.
Go
Actually,
ahead.
no.
No,
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 no.
go ahead.
Yeah, you're looking at something. I was gonna like change the subject, so.
I was just saying, it is okay. It is a rare weapon. I thought it was maybe a little bit less than rare, but no, it's a rare weapon.
Cool.
Alright, I'm
And
back.
it,
It'll be super useful.
uh,
I have on
Yeah,
my
I-
notes it says research project 7 of 70 for maybe tools proficiency. What do we think that means, guys?
You basically wanted like some sort of tool proficiency.
Yeah.
You should get Smith's tools if no one has it. I think Smith's tools is good to have. You can like in the new rules, I think Smith's tools are like required for making magic items.
Yeah, I was thinking about something either smith or like artisanal because I paint, so it's some general level of similarity.
I don't
Either
know
like
what would be
jeweler or like enchanter or something like that, like something fun.
Oh yeah, jeweler would probably be fitting. You could probably make like
Is that
magical
useful?
rings and stuff.
That'd be cool, maybe. Kind of artsy, I guess.
Yeah.
Weren't you doing navigators something or other, Cal? Am I crazy?
The last thing I was working on, I have navigator
Cartographer?
tools. I have navigator and brewer supplies, proficiency. And as far as I think I tried to roll to find navigator's tools in the caravan,
Oh,
and
that's what
I
it was. Yeah.
couldn't.
I thought yeah, I remember using the imp to do something navigation related, no? At the time? The library?
Maybe.
Anyways.
Hold on. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Rob, should I be a jeweler also? A jeweler and a painter? Is that
I think should be fine.
you like
Why
you like
not?
that? I need your
Yeah,
approval.
I approve.
Okay.
I need a good ring.
I'll make you
Like
some bling.
nose piercing.
Maybe I can make one that gives you like a free bardic every day or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah, this could be pretty good.
Oh, my phone's dying. Oh no.
CPR.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Is everybody here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't think we
Think
expect.
so.
Have you thought about what you're going to put in your ring?
And you're
Thought
what?
about what?
In Calvarine's new ring? I think you should just download it.
Oh, yeah, the spell storing.
Oh yeah.
That's currently storing the soul
Ah,
of that corpse.
I haven't heard about it. What is about the
Hey,
spell
Stay
story
with me.
ring?
Yeah, so it's the ring we also found in that body. It's a mixture between a spell storing ring and a mind protection ring. So the mind protection bit is the one that houses his body, but you can store the spells and accept it.
Yeah, you can still store spells in it.
Interesting.
Oh,
By the way,
cool.
guys, we totally forgot about it. We needed to make a sheath, like a holster, for a magical crystal for Calrune.
Yeah, you should. Oh yeah, we should definitely
This
research
is
that
a
as
good
well.
downtime activity right now. If we're gonna have a downtime, we need to make a holster so he can safely use this magical
Yeah.
crystal to have more spell slots.
Well, we have the plans for it. We just need to find an artisan who can actually make it.
But
Yeah.
it should be fine because it's just a leather worker. Like there is nothing magical about it. And I think we have a schematic for it. We actually have a
Yes, we do.
schematic for the holster, so we
So
just need someone.
if we have someone work on it, but the only thing is if Calrune is helping me research, I don't know if he'll be able to spare time for
I
the
don't.
other.
I don't think he's needed. We just need a leather worker to make us a thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Is
That
it-
would be
it's-
really good if we could get that.
Yeah. So while
But
me and Calroon or Kaladin are researching, can y'all go ahead and find a leather worker for that?
hey, but just so you know, you'll have to give up one of your attunement slots for that crystal. It will be worth it though.
I'll probably give up the
Maybe
The ring.
ring action.
Yeah.
the ring of protection. Yeah, you can give it to someone. This would be a reasonable thing to do.
But yeah, you should totally store like on a day that we're not adventuring, you could store a 4th level spell like your golem or something in that ring, and then on a day where we are adventuring, you could like cast it for free.
I will store banishment in that ring.
Yeah, that's a really good choice actually.
Just always have that ready in case something shows up.
What? Just banish yourself.
Yeah. See you guys. That's
Nice.
your like original plane, right? So you just teleport to where you are.
Well, no, it takes you to a demi plane, but if you're not in the or from this plane, it sends
Oh,
you
okay,
back
okay,
to your
okay.
original plane, which wouldn't be great for us. However, for some reason, I end up here anyway.
If I use a spell from that ring that requires concentration, do I still have to concentrate on that spell?
Yes.
Cool.
Oh, also, you can store up to 5 levels of spells. So since banishment is only a 4th level, you can also store one 1st level spell in it.
Like a healing word or something safe, maybe,
Or shield.
or whatever.
Oh,
Shield, yeah, that's a good one.
Shield's a reaction. Spell can I put it?
You
Let's
could
take a
get a
look.
spell from someone else. Someone else could put a spell in it for you, like a spell you can't normally cast, like a cleric or bard spell.
Yeah, like aid or something like something that someone doesn't want to concentrate on. No, again, aid is not concentration.
Again, there's healing word, like a safe one.
I could give you
There is-
wall
Have
of
another
fire.
one.
This would be a 1st level. Well,
Yeah,
if he's
this
storing
is-
banishment in it.
This is actually quite useful. Like this kind of spell, a ring. It's very useful to give to someone who is rarely concentrating on stuff. For example, I don't know, Kaladin. Like you're not well, okay. You don't have your like. For example,
You
even
get
for
hit
me,
every second though.
Spirit
even
Guardians?
for example, like for example, Rob could have a spell he concentrates on because I'm not concentrating on anything. It would be
Yeah,
quite
but-
useful for me to concentrate on something that usually even like bless, and I have a very good concentration because of con.
If you're in
You
the
get hit
middle
all
of
the time.
battle, Spirit
Yeah.
Guardians
Yeah,
could be great
Spirit
for you.
Guardians, for example. Yeah, it could be a very
Ooh,
useful
that's a
thing.
fun one.
Well, and to be clear, Calroon is, for the most part, like a blaster caster, so he really doesn't concentrate on stuff, or doesn't need to concentrate to be effective. He can kind of just like spam fireballs.
But he could. He could, for example,
Blade Ward
Banishment
often
is
though. He uses
concentration,
Blade
right?
Dagger Tornado often.
And Banishment is concentration as well. So he has a use for concentration. Rob has no use for concentration.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, you think so. You're
And
terrifying.
is this spell storing thing, does it have only one spell?
No,
Level
up to
5,
five
up to level
levels.
5. Or 5 levels.
And I know what we can do. So Spirit Guardian is level 4 or 3?
3.
3.
3. And I could have Blade Ward as well, which is very good for me if I don't have a use for this AoE. But it is just
Okay, Rob, eh?
No.
it's also concentration, but it gives me just +1 d4 AC in a way.
You know, Rob, we kind of like seeing you get hurt a little bit though.
Well, the other side of
No.
this is though that it has the consciousness of the Rune Master in it as well, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, there's a problem.
Oh, that should
Yeah.
stay with Cal.
I'll
probably.
introduce it to my sword. It also has a consciousness.
Well, no,
Yeah,
just
more
hold it up.
curse
It's
things
basically
for Rob
the
to
key
hold,
get
please.
into any waypoint.
Yeah.
What are they? Yeah.
If you can convince him, but I think he
Oh,
would rather deal with
convincing.
Calroon. Yeah, like he chose to let us do what
Probably.
we did. He
It
gave
is
us the
like
vault.
if not, I can like I don't know if you don't mind, I could just take the Ring of Protection, for example, instead. But this one for Spirit Guardians on Rob, it would be so good.
But we also don't have Spirit Guardians yet.
Yeah, well,
We don't?
No. Or do we?
yeah.
Ill?
I don't know.
I think Patchwork has
Ill
Spirit
has.
Guardians.
No,
Gotcha.
that's wrong campaign. I need to level up one more
Nobody
time.
has it.
Oh.
But Nil does.
No. Yeah, no.
Nobody has it.
We're
Any-
just saying that the Ring of Spell Storing would be wonderful if you give it to Rob, because he has nothing to concentrate on, and Rob could just concentrate on Spirit Guardians in the middle of a melee,
But
which could be very useful.
also, think of how many golems you could summon with both the container and the ring.
I hate golems.
Forever golems.
Sorry, Calroon. I hate golems and constructs.
Oh,
Hey Rob, listen. So far,
Ugh.
you've heard our team the most,
Racist.
and by team I mean me. So we like constructs, okay?
Poor
Hey,
come on, guys.
Aw.
I'm just
I'll let
pulling
you
it
be
back.
the meat shield next time.
Okay, we do have a Raven. We have a couple downtime things we think we'd like to do.
well, we got a long
Okay.
rest for the night, 11 to 7.
So basically, me and Calroon are going to try to figure out this spear. Then someone else is going to try to make that container for the arcane crystal, because we have the schematics for it.
Okay.
And if we're doing downtime, I would like to research something also.
Do you want us to write this down for you?
Well, we
Like all of
were
them?
ending the day, I
Yeah.
believe.
Let's end the day first, and then we'll do
'Cause,
it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you have to start on tomorrow. Let me see. Now this group does own that plot of land still. I don't think he built anything on it yet.
It's being built at the moment. We paid
Oh.
for a small run.
I see, the Bastion. Let's see. So, yeah, it's still a little ways till it's built, so I'm guessing you guys are staying at the inn or something.
Yeah.
If today is the 30th, then We have invested 9 days.
Yeah, because it started on the 21st. Alright, so it would just be a gold piece for staying the night at the inn and getting food and
Okay.
supplies and stuff.
Gold piece for all of us.
Yeah, a gold piece each. So just either.
Should I perform? I'm a bard. Is that what we do? I'll perform here.
So I don't think you worked out a deal with the innkeeper. I mean, you could just perform.
I'm just gonna get on a table and start performing. Yeah.
Right. So
Lie-de-die, lie-de-die.
yeah, exactly. Alright, so the night would pass, no issues. And on the 31st, I assume we're all gonna start doing some downtime stuff.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We
But before we go
also
down, we wanted to
remembered
talk to a
about the
leather worker.
holster. Yep. We remembered
Yeah,
about the
before we
holster
go
for
into the halls,
Crystal.
Blue. Yeah.
Remember what?
But before we go into the halls, I guess I'll go with someone, or I can just go to find a leather worker to make a holster.
Oh, holster.
Hal Rune's crystal, and we already have the plans for it. We just need to find like a basic leather worker, like in town, and ask them to make it for us.
Alright, which crystal was this?
The arcane crystal.
Oh, so he can like hold it on his person, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, without it
Yes.
breaking, basically.
Alright. So you could commission something like that. It's
Yeah,
probably a
nothing
couple
We
crazy.
do
just like
have we do have a blueprint for that. Like we actually found a blueprint for magical crystal holster. So this is a specialized thing that we have. It's not something we invent. So we have a blueprint for that.
Okay. So you are commissioning that on the 31st. They say they'll probably need about 7 days to do it, so like a week to make something
7 days?
How
specialized.
expensive?
I-
How expensive?
And probably cost around 120 gold.
It's just a piece of
For
leather,
simple
isn't it?
It's literally like
No.
leather, like in a.
No, it
Oh.
isn't. It's an unbreakable thing. So when he gets jostled, it
Ah.
doesn't just snap and explode. It has
Yeah,
to be
it's made
enchanted,
to,
protected, whilst also allowing the magic to seep through it. It's
made
quite
to,
a complex piece of arcana work.
Yeah, it's made to specifically hold these crystals in a way that they won't break from certain like impacts.
Like absorbs the impact basically without.
Yeah, and it's still not foolproof, but it makes it a lot less likely that they'll break in combat, basically.
Okay. If I'm.
And- Good.
Can I say something cool, persuasive, like, hey, I'll give you 210. We need it in 3 days, 4 days.
210. I mean, that's a good deal.
We have so much money.
Sure, the leather worker would agree to that. He says I can move some stuff. So you give him 210 for expedited?
Yeah, I give him 210. Yeah, I won't tell the group.
He says 220.
I did that. I'd like to persuade him to go fuck himself.
Get out of here.
Slightly.
You're gonna argue with him?
Like, I'm giving you almost double here, okay? And I just need a little bit, just a little sooner. This is a lot of money. You getting this kind of business elsewhere?
Go ahead, give me a persuasion.
Oh.
This is fine, 210. Should be done
Good man.
by the
Hit my hand.
34th.
Thank you, sir. Good. We're pretty important, and I ran away.
Pretty
Alright.
important.
I'm just scared. He's scared. The person's scaring me.
Alright, so
Okay.
he
Well, I
is-
don't tell them. I just tell them it was 120 to Cal Rune, and that it'll be done in 4 days. 3 days.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fair enough.
No problem.
So what about the rest of you? You all have projects for the week?
Me and Calroon have a joint project, basically trying to figure out this spear, what exactly it is, and if we can safely remove the curse.
Yeah. So we're going to do some research at the Blackwater Estate.
Yep, and I'll be
Mhm.
paying for it.
Okay.
Can we also get some help in there too? Because I don't want to go through all those books myself.
I think that's what the payment is for.
So it's 50 gold
Well,
Is the imp there?
pieces. It's 50 gold pieces to kind of do the base research, and you can hire assistants for 50 gold pieces each, which will each give you a +1 to the roll. Up to 6 researchers. So you can pay an extra 300. Basically, pay 350 gold to get a +6 to your roll.
A lot of money.
Is this just Cal, sorry? Or all research in general?
It's for this project.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah.
What is the role? Like, what are the modifiers we add to the role other than the researchers, or is that it?
It's just a intelligence roll. Basically,
so
with
can
the
I pay
pluses.
for?
Yeah.
Can I pay for Calroon's researchers since he's gonna have the higher role?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the researchers, you could both work on it. The researchers would just help one of you, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can I pay for his researchers? Because I want his role to be the best.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, are you helping research, or are you just paying for it?
I mean, I'll help. Might as well get my own role in there, but I'm not gonna pay for my own researchers. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly not gonna... Unless he rolls really poorly, you're probably not gonna beat his roll. But you can help if you want, just to have that safety roll.
Yeah, like an extra d20 on the table. So I think I'll. So how much? 350?
Yeah, 350.
How many is that in platinum?
That is
35.
35.
35. Okay, so I will.
Now wait, was this
minus-
researching the demon or researching how to move the enchantment?
We're trying to find out the curse that's on this spear.
Okay.
So depending on how long that takes, we'll find out if we can transfer the enchantment. But right now, we want to find out what this curse is. Like,
And
I
you're
want to know
paying-
everything about this spear
Alright,
first.
and you said you're paying 350 for the +6.
Maximum, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 300 minus 35 is. So I have 265 platinum left.
Any other research projects I need to start on the list? Are there any I can remove from the list that you finished?
I have put my new research thing already on the list, and I moved my finished research down.
Oh, okay.
It's this one.
Good go. Roll.
I don't know which library I did my first research in, so I don't know if I
Do
need
you have
to
any
pay for
lore on this
Blackwater's
already?
lore. Yeah, it's in the story things on Discord.
Okay.
I put what lore I found out. I have already put in there. It's called Unknown Origins.
So is there anything specific you want to do with this storyline, since this is kind of your backstory? Like, what, do you have an idea
Yeah.
of what you want her to uncover?
So what she has found out so far felt familiar to her, so she wants to find out more about this Druid Grove. Anything she can find, nothing specific. She wouldn't know what to look for. She just knows where it may have been.
But I mean, do you as a player have something you want to do with this storyline? Like where you want it to go? Like what the moving mountains are, or what they have to do with patchwork?
Yeah, that's we discussed this in my in the other campaign.
All right. Go ahead.
I would have to look it up. It's been a while. It's probably buried somewhere in our chat.
Yeah, we might have to resurface that because I certainly do not remember it. It's been a bit.
I'd just say the
But
name
for
of the Druid Grove and what her role was in it.
all right, well, for now we can just say she's researching it, but you might want to think about it. Maybe I think, like you said, we had a story thread
Yeah.
on it, right? So
I don't know. I figured out the backstory, but yeah, I can tell you again.
yeah, and if you want to put a story thread on it, it would be good to just have it in writing here, and then we
Yeah,
can.
I mean I have made a thread.
Oh, do we have one already?
It's under story ideas. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
Let me see.
Uh,
Oh, this?
well,
Yeah, so I just mean like if you want to add some more details on what she's finding out from this research, you know?
yeah.
But it doesn't have to be something we, add today. But if you have some ideas on like where you want the story to go, I'd say just add them in the thread here, so I have an idea of what you're going with. Like if you find our old discussions, just because
Well, it's the thing I posted at first. That's kind of what she wants.
Where did you post this?
Well, just she wants to find out where she came from, and once she finds out, she might want to go there to, I don't know, uncover memories.
Oh yeah, well that's what I mean, like more details of the memories and like
Okay,
the
yeah,
living
I'll
ones.
I'll figure that out later.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else have anything that they need to add? I think
Yes, I would like to research the bone golem essence we found and what it could be used.
Oh, the what you can use that for. Okay. So go ahead and add that project if you can, and just how much extra you want to pay for it, if you want to pay extra for it.
Oh, yeah. If I want to use a library, would I have to pay for it?
Yeah, so there's like there's basically like maintenance fees, and then like I said, if you want a researcher, it would give you a bonus, but it would be 50 gold each. But the base fee is just 50 gold for the kind of upkeep of the library. I assume you want to use Blackwater's library.
Yeah.
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 Um,
Yeah,
the
I'll
only
just
one you
pay
know about.
50 gold pieces.
Okay.
I'll use that. I also have enhanced ability. Does that help me at all if I cast it on myself while I'm doing the research?
It would be for since it only lasts an hour, it wouldn't help because you need to do 8 hours a day.
Okay. I'm one spell slot short of casting.
Yeah, I mean
For the full 8
technically you
hours.
would need an effect that lasted the whole 8 hours. Although
Okay, I could have just recast it over and over again if I had enough cast it.
yeah, just because it makes the downtime projects a little bit too trivial if you can just get advantage on all your rolls.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We'd hate for that to happen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
All right, so I think you all have your projects. So I guess I'll just go through the week making some rolls.
I will, like, about Rob. Rob doesn't really have a project, but he will help train Carter.
Okay.
Because I think Carter is still not level 7, so I'll try to get him up to.
No, actually, I have a sheet for him. You should see Carter in the NPCs. Do you have any interest of turning Carter into a PC sheet? I'll give you a story point for it if you want to do Carter and Iara. Basically, just convert them over to a PC sheet just so they're easier to track.
Okay, I think you told us once. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could try to do it between games.
We can level them up too if you're training, or you can level up Carter anyway. What level is he right now? So he's at 6. So you could get him up to 7. You could give him
Yeah.
a sidekick level. Are you familiar with the sidekick rules at all?
No.
Alright, so here. I'll just display them really quick. Basically, choose if you want to. I think there's 3 classes you can choose to give him a level in.
But does it mean that he will be like 6 something, 1 sidekick, or what do you want? What do you mean?
So I mean, he'll just keep his like 6 levels in his current class, and then like going forward, he gains like basically like the sidekick levels, which give him.
But can he just keep getting his class levels?
He doesn't technically have class levels. I was just sort of increasing his HP, which is why I was
Okay.
kind of switching over to the sidekick.
Okay, but then could we just switch him to like level 6 sidekick, level 7 sidekick instead? Because I don't understand this idea of like.
Yeah, we could do something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Here, I'll just.
Like before, he was just like a set NPC. He didn't really have levels. But like
Yeah,
you
and I
would
was
be
just
giving
sort of
him
making it
levels.
up as we went.
Because he never had a class, so why don't we just give him a class?
Well, he's
And
not
instead
supposed
of,
to be a normal class just because it's kind of a pain in the ass to run a full class. Sidekicks are kind of like a simplified.
yeah, that's why let's just make him a level 7 sidekick. I think should be fine.
And there's kind of some info on it, how it works.
Yeah, warrior, fine.
Yeah, warrior is the obvious one, but he can keep his shapeshifting. It just would stay what it's at. Okay, so let me pass some time. Sorry, I know this is taking a while. Do some rolls as we go through the week. So Father Gregory is away. The group is kind of doing things around town as time is passing. So it's going to go over to the 38th. Let's see. Alright, so I'll go down the list. So I'll start with Patchwork. Over those 7 days, you are doing your research on your backstory stuff. Go ahead and give me a roll, like an intelligence roll.
Come on, 50-50.
Oh,
Oh, well,
jeez.
again. The last time I researched something, the same thing happened.
Unfortunately, yeah, with a natural 1, you're not able to find much more info on what you're looking for in this library. Was there anything else you were doing over the 7 days, like in addition to the downtime project?
Well, if I couldn't help Kaladin learn Primordial, right?
That would have to have been your part of like your downtime. Like you would use a day, and he would use a day to learn.
I figured.
Yeah.
Does any place in Char sell components, religious or nature components?
Doru sometimes has some. I'll say he has 170 for sale, so 170 GP worth, basically Maho worth.
Yeah, I would buy that. I need religious components for stuff later.
All right, so you trade with him to get those. What about Kaladin? What's going on for your week?
So, I was with Calroon all week, and we are heavily researching this cursed weapon, trying to find everything out about it.
All right, so I'll let you both make an intelligence roll now. Kaladin's will be with a +6.
That'll be for Calroon. I paid for his researchers because I want his role.
Oh
to
yeah,
be,
yeah. Calroon would be
best.
with a +6, but you can make an intelligence roll as well, since you were both
Thank
working
you.
on it.
Yep. I'll make mine. 21.
Okay. So
Calroon has 21. I mean.
21. Kaladin is not super helpful in the library, often mixing up his books and getting completely lost in the research.
Classic.
Calroon does a little bit better.
Thank you.
Let me.
Can't be
check
worse
something.
than can't be worse than me.
It could.
Oh yeah, you could have had a 0, right?
Technically.
Technically.
Okay. So what do we get?
He's five
21?
times better than you.
I also spent a lot of money for Calhoun to make that roll.
Alright, so you would get
Yeah.
3 pieces of lore on your spear. Let me see what that would actually mean.
Hopefully it means that I figured it out. And if I got more lore than I need, then could the rest of the lore go to transferring the enchantment, like knowledge of that?
No, it'd be a different project. But
Fair enough.
Alright, so you're trying to find out more about demonic weapons, basically.
Yeah, I want to know this spear inside and out. Also, in this week, has the tattoos grown more?
Have you used the spear at all?
No, I haven't even made one attack with it.
Alright, so then they would have pretty much stayed the same. Doesn't seem like anything has changed.
Good. And like this hopefully would tell us, like, you know, if removing a curse would destroy the weapon and stuff like that, you know. Basically like all the nitty gritty is what I'm hoping to find out.
Dirty details.
Yes.
Alright, so these are 3 kind of important pieces of lore you find out about demonic weapons.
Okay. I see.
So yeah, that's
And-
what Calroon would basically discover. And he is pretty sure this is a demonically enchanted weapon.
You
So
wanna
it's not-
tame it?
Okay, well, that's not even a question. Obviously, I want to tame it. But I want to.
Oh, one more thing,
Did-
sorry.
No, you're fine.
This one is kind of should be somewhat obvious, but it's another thing he would get.
Okay. Well, some may call me somewhat chaotic, but definitely not evil. Well, did this take me like literally all week to find this?
Took me all
Um,
week to find it.
These were the these were the
I think it's
points
someone
of
else, man.
yeah, the points you would need to know for your weapon, so it took him a while to figure all this out.
Okay. Well, I need to find out how to tame this thing.
Oh, so yeah, for the taming, it would just be basically like over time using it, you might be tempted by the demon to do, because basically there's like a kind of an evil emanation
Yeah.
from the weapon, and you would be tempted to be more destructive in combat, and you just have to resist those temptations, which would basically be like a wisdom saving throw mechanically. And it might get more difficult depending on the situation.
Okay, understood.
The more you make the saving throws, the more resistant you get, and the more you fail, the more you kind of become corrupted.
Good to know. Okay. Well, that checks out. Thank you, Calroon, and thank you to all the researchers. Go
They
buy your
seem a little
family
bit
feast.
nervous around you now. They probably noticed your tattoo.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna walk out there. Walk out of the library. Just kind of using my aura now. Now that they're all scared of me.
Okay.
I follow behind him.
Alright, so Nil, you were doing research on the bone golem essence, yes?
Yep.
Give me a check.
Just intelligent.
Yeah, did you pay for any bonus research?
I did. I paid intelligence. So 9.
Fortunately, you are not the smartest person. Let me see. You
Wow,
paid
you just
for
gonna
the
take that?
you
No,
paid
from
for
Lou.
the
Welcome
plus
to the
6.
club.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Let's see. I think that gives you 1 piece of lore. Yeah. Alright, so you do find a possible use. Well, I'll say you find 2 possible uses, because one of them you kind of knew about already.
Alright, while he's doing that, I look over to Kaladin and I say, all that research made me thirsty. Want to go grab a drink?
Absolutely.
We go to the bar.
Okay.
Rob will meet them there. He's probably a bit already fed up with training Carter.
It's been 1 day. You're already over.
It's been a week.
Ah,
Oh, it's been a week. That's true. That's true. How's he doing, Rob? His training. How's he doing? You think he'll make the team?
he's alright. Like sometimes when his fangs pop out and he becomes all hairy, it's not fun, but other than that, he's fine.
What popped out?
Fangs.
Oh.
I wrote down
Alright.
what you typed about the spear in the item, like little description in my inventory.
So these are the 2 uses that you would know of.
Modify spells.
And you can try to research more, because you do think there are other things you could do with it, but that's what you get with 1 piece of lore.
Okay.
We need to put it on Rob's weapon, I'm telling you.
Well, that's an armor bonus, so you can enchant armor to have that property. And you can actually do that on top of a current item enchantment.
That's awesome.
So it adds to it instead of overwriting it like normal enchanting.
Okay.
So like you could put that on a +1 armor and it would still be +1.
Yeah.
Does it work for like
I-
rope?
I do have masterwork message.
Yeah, you could probably do it on a rope as well.
Well, I'll let them know.
Question. Is that damage, is that only dealt to the person attacking or to everyone around?
The person attacking. It's not the explosive spines like on the golem.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So yeah, you can use the essence to put that enchantment. It would just take you, basically, like, that would probably take you about a day to do if you wanted to use the essence to do that. All right,
Do you want to do
so
that, Neil?
that was nil.
Well, yeah.
Robert, you're kind of training Carter, so there's no real roles for that. You're just kind of working on the sheet.
Yep.
Grinkle, what were you doing?
It looks like I was working on alchemist supplies in the end. On the sheet, so I'll keep just reading a book about that.
Okay, so you're training to learn how to use alchemy tools. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else
Because
that
I've done
you?
7 days, so I'll just.
Well,
Yeah.
that case should have been done after the 3rd day. That crystal holding
Oh yeah.
holster.
I'll go grab that from whoever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
true.
if
I'll
you
go grab
paid
that.
for that, then that's done. You can just take it.
Yeah. Here you go, Cal. I come back, toss it to you.
Thank you for
All
getting
right.
that created. I
Anything
need to
else?
Hey,
tune.
man.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Do I need to tune to the pouch and the crystal?
I think the crystal. Did I give you a write up for what the crystal did?
I know it's like ridiculously strong.
I think it gives you an extra
It's,
spell or something.
Yeah, it gives an extra spell slot from what I remember. How much? I think it gives you like an extra like arcane recovery type of effect
Well, I was the one that.
as a slot. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
I
I'll
was
make a
one that-
card for it because I should have one anyway. Make a handout. So yeah, it was a spell slot of your highest level.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, very good.
Wow.
And also, it can be used as a power source for certain ancient artifacts. Alright, so I'll
That's
More
a really
constructs.
put that as your magical item. Or in the magical items. Alright.
Alright.
So was. Here, go ahead.
I'm going to need to attune to this. I currently have all my attunement slots filled, so I am going to give away that ring of protection I have. Who needs plus AC? Who needs more AC?
Everyone?
I would happily have more AC because for me, like when your AC is high, every +1 is very important.
That's true.
Like
And
20
Rob
and
gets hit.
21
Rob
is
gets
a
hit
big.
a lot.
Exactly.
Rob, you can have it, but you have to promise to get hit more.
I'm trying to do that.
Also,
Okay.
I'd like to ask, since now we know a lot more about this spear, enhance ability, does that help with saving throws?
It does not, no.
Is
Enhance
there a
ability
there
is
is
only
a s-
ability checks.
there I feel like there's a spell that like affects wisdom saving throws, right?
Maybe Intellect Fortress? There's probably one. I
Yeah,
don't
which
know.
is quite high level, I think it is.
There's no like low level like concentration buff for wisdom saves.
I don't think so. I mean, advantage on saving throws is pretty powerful. That's
Yeah,
why
it
I like.
is.
That's why like magical rings of protection give you like a +1 to it.
I'm just wondering, trying to think of a way that I could like effectively like increase my chances of, you know, taming the spear.
Would would a Mage Slayer feat help you?
Yeah, but I mean that's a while away from me.
Ah, yeah, indeed, it is quite. Well, we have to find out how good is your. Maybe you have to be permanently blessed.
Oh yeah, bless actually. That's a great. If one of you guys, I know combat isn't a
If
controlled
we are
environment.
fighting, it's really
Yeah.
good to have a bless on him.
Yeah,
Might
it might
help.
be a
And
good investment.
and also, Grinkle, just give
Heal?
him bardic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could use all
bardic
the help I
and
can get.
bless, bardic and bless, and just keep it on him, and he will use it only for those rolls.
Yeah, how much cash you got on you, Cal?
As many as you want, Grinkle.
Perfect.
How about I
That's
Charge
exactly
seven
toss,
that,
platinum.
toss you a couple
7
gold
platinum a
coins every
bardic.
time? How about I
No,
toss
I'm
you a
not.
couple gold coins every time I make a saving throw?
Perfect.
There you go.
Now that we're at the end of the week, though, and we're kind of
Well,
looking to.
hang on a sec before we do that. Was anyone else doing anything outside of their projects? Just let me know now. The other thing is you each have to pay 7 gold for your, week staying at the inn.
Okay, I'll do that.
And other than that, the week would pass. So once you paid your gold and, resolve any other things you are doing, it is going to be the 38th of fall.
We can update
And-
the Google Sheets if we want, Lou. Is that okay now? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who did I
In
give the
7 days.
ring of protection to?
to Rob.
What?
To Robert.
And this uses my last attunement slot.
Right. Just make sure you put that in your inventory.
Yeah. I'm adding it right now.
And Lou, it's $50 to research, correct?
Yeah, 50
Clams?
gold.
Yeah.
If you're not hiring any research
Nice.
assistants.
I'll just
I-
read a book.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
Shooting slot rich. Magic item.
What'd you say, Neil?
I just said on attunement slot rich. Just
Okay.
to show off the magic item for. Of course.
Yeah. You are pretty sure
I
there's
got 2 open slots.
You are pretty sure there's other uses for that spine armor or that bone
Yeah.
golem essence, but yeah, you just need to spend more time or have someone else do it.
I'm down to spend more time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe next time I'll help you. Sorry, I should have this time, but
I
Alright.
guess. Are we spending another week of downtime, or I was going to suggest we check out those demons.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's go hunting.
That is up to you. Nothing of too much consequence has been going on. Blackwater has been basically preparing his people for the journey. At one point, you heard that Cithril and Blackwater met in private. You're not sure what they discussed. But, no one died, so it seems like the alliance is still on.
Okay,
Good.
good.
Neil's
You
just
got?
been drinking in the bar. You probably see him from time to time at the Darkwater Inn. And yeah, your house
Crying
is
most of
looking
the time?
good. It's getting built, so soon you'll have your own place to stay. Your own bastion. But yeah, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking portal room, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I'm
I
really-
think we.
I'm really
let's
not
go.
sure if we should touch that portal. I have a really bad feeling about that one.
And by portal room, you mean the one that that is sealed off, right?
Yes.
That we're not sure if we can close it.
Oh, one other thing. Lyra finished cataloging and moving all the books to Blackwater's library. She also had an excavation team open up the side hall, so that's freely accessible
Useful.
now. And she studied the hollow point a bit.
Nice. We go there, the side hall then, or?
Well, that we've already been to that side hall. It's what would
Oh, we
allow
just
us
open
to
it up
remove
now.
the wall of force.
Yeah, that's how you would open the Wall of Force door.
Personally, Kaladin is kind of looking for a fight. He wants to see if he can successfully tame the spear. So I vote
Yeah.
demon portal room.
But
I-
let's think about kind of like before we rush in. I also think we need to deal with this because I don't like it. Yeah,
Sorry,
sorry.
one other thing that would have come up during the week. Blackwater is wanting more of a catalog of the actual tunnels under the town. So he would like exploration, or would like the group to kind of explore the tunnels, see what other things they can find if they feel up to it. Probably going to be some danger because, a lot of it is still unexplored and there's probably undead and such. But yeah, he'd like the areas mapped and cataloged as best that you can.
That
But
could be
Maybe
done
this
that,
is
with a
that that's
something
optional.
we
He's
we
not
could
commanding you.
I'd rather
maybe
do
we
that
could
than go
do it
That's what I would rather do.
instead of a portal room. Yeah, I think this
Yeah.
is a good
Yeah.
idea.
I think we take the job.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do
And
it
that
then.
it's not a
Let's do it.
specific like command or like he's paying you money. It would just be like if you guys have time, he would appreciate you doing this.
I
And
would
There's
like to
probably treasure to
understand
be had.
when I would like to more understand when are we ready to go and open the whole big door with the artifacts.
when you're gonna travel
Oh,
to Issyk, you mean?
yes, yes. Because
So
do we have a date for that? Do we have like a flight schedule or something? Like when are
yes.
we gonna go there?
Yeah, I got
So
us first class.
first class flight. So Blackwater wanted to leave around the 60th of fall.
How long do we have?
30
So
days.
it's the 38th today, so that would be about 28 days.
Okay,
And he,
then
yeah,
it's good.
and that's
20
when,
days.
and I put it on the calendar now, just so you know. But that's when he thinks everything should be ready, and he definitely doesn't want to leave later than that unless he has to.
Okay, then we have plenty of time to explore everything we want. Then I would take the job.
All right.
The offering.
So we are gonna have to do that next time. But yeah, why don't we do MVP votes as the group agrees to try to catalog some more of the areas of the tunnel. And I got 3 votes. 5. I think I know who the person is going to be. Grinkle with 4 votes. You are MVP.
Oh, let's go. That's what
Oh,
I'm talking
snap.
about, team.
I learned.
Good job.
Yep.
How
Good
did you guys
game.
even come close to surviving without me these last few weeks?
Well, we can survive a combat encounter, but not a social encounter.
Contact encounter. Yeah.
Yep. Is that what you call it? All right, guys. Well, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to
Yeah,
next week.
any comments on the heavy downtime session? People like it? Were they bored?
Oh, this was a good one, actually. I actually enjoyed it. I
Liked it,
thought
yeah. I had a
like
lot of fun. It's very
Okay.
exciting.
I
good RP and
Yeah.
I like the idea of actually having a normal downtime and being able to do stuff because usually it's all like,
it's
yeah,
pressure.
guys, you need 2 weeks for a downtime and you
Yeah,
never get like even a day of a downtime. So
Yeah, this is pretty normal in my games now. I know you, I think Rob, the last time you were playing, I didn't have many downtime openings, but I usually have a
I'd
bunch
almost
now.
never done it with you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it's,
this
it's
is
really good now.
yeah, this is pretty. I try to leave some time for you guys to do backstory stuff and other stuff between quests, not just like having the world in peril constantly, because I feel it's more realistic. So there's
I
usually
like
going
that
to be downtime opportunities like between things that are happening like this.
but this is perfect. Then we can level up our NPCs and do a lot of bunch of other stuff. So that's really good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I need to get going. It's
Yeah,
too
guys.
late here.
All
Talk
right.
to you.
Yep.
Well,
Bye bye.
like I said, good
God,
games.
Bye.
Yes. Good game. Talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
Just take some notes. Did everyone leave? Yeah, looks like it.